What up? Boy, Mr. Locario, the bad boy of the dating game. What's good? So shout out to everybody in the chat. Shout out to everybody on the panel. Make sure you guys go to badboymembership.com. And yeah, that's what it is. And Real Game No Theory. Make sure you guys go there and check out everything. All right. So that's
all right, guys, T. D. Williams, over 30 years in the motherfucking game. I'm not a part of a manosphere pill and all that other goofy ass shit they doing. So let's get it, guys. I got a question. Put a Q in there. If y'all want to call in, y'all got the number. We're going to chop it up. Let's get into it right now, gentlemen. Okay, we're talking.
Anyway, I'm Coach EO, Mr. Champion Game. Good to be back with the fellas Sunday. Value for value. Call into the show. Don't, like Lucario says, don't wait for the last 15 minutes to call in, because by then we're already ready to roll out. So anyway, good topic. Ready to spit some game. Let's do this.
Look, real quick. So holla at your boy KZaggin20 on the YouTube front. Also on the gram at KZaggin20. Also, every Saturday at noon, the Manhood is a skill set show. Don't fuck with your.
But my name is Mr. 1950. You know, I'm preparing you to prepare your woman to be a woman. Be a woman in your life. I'm the last traditional man on the planet, and all I want to do is help you out. You can definitely contact me, Mr1950.com, Mr1950 YouTube, Silverback Lifestyle, Instagram. Just follow me, man. I mean, let's rock.
Yo, what's going on? It's your boy Miles Cunningham. Shout out to the Bad Boy membership. Shout out to the Game Kings documentary. Respect to everybody on the panel. I really appreciate you guys being here. Appreciate being here with you guys. Let's spit this game because we know these guys need it.
you deal with ain't gonna be a one night stand, or they ain't gonna be like on the first night. And that's understanding the game too. Because if you out here doing your thing, you know it ain't gonna always happen that way. But a lot of times, and this is where we talk about, you guys gotta, use your resources to learn more game and understand this, is that when you're out here really dealing with women, right? You're going to experience certain things that's going to give you a whole new mindset of what it actually means to deal with women.
You bitch! Man, how you miss the opportunity, dog?
Yo, didn't she say that she wanted him to tell us some nasty shit?
She ready.
Oh my God, what's name?
He sounded like she wanted him to. She wanted him to say some nasty shit.
He gotta call her back and tell her, look, so I've been doing this in the past for a long time. When you come over here, I need you to come over here and I need you to wear this. And you tell her what you want her to wear. Yep. And let her know when you get here, and ain't gonna be no talking. We're not talking. All we doing is enjoying each other. Mm.
It's like, why the fuck are y'all in these goddamn boyfriend-girlfriend relationships? What benefit is it bringing to you? Now, my thing is, like with the dude that was on earlier that had a chick living with him, she brought no value to that motherfucker. And all she cooked was some sloppy joe and some ramen noodles. So what, he could do that by himself. What he need that bitch for?
Stop. You see what's happening right here? What's happening right here is you're letting your ego like fall in place with your dick. You can't do that. You have to separate that shit. You understand? Enjoy your time with these women and then leave it exactly where it is. Because
Since the fall of the PUA community back in 2007, most PUAs ran underground because they had nothing to offer. The content creator has become the hero today, dedicated to one single objective: to declaw and defang any person who listens. They decided to join forces to create a cult, and never giving those who listen a solution. It's all about clothes, cars and money, deception and manipulation, indirect game, going your own way. They talk pills and plates. They complain. They blame. Fake it till you make it. I just don't get it. A man doesn't need to lie to meet women. He just needs to learn how to spit flavour in her eyes and in her ears. Thanos broke down the game when he said, as long as there are those who remember what was, there will always be those who cannot accept what can be. Even in darkness, a man can find light. Sometimes the world doesn't need a group of fake heroes teaching lies. Sometimes the world needs a group of anti-heroes to bring balance, order, and truth to the game. It's time to summon the authentic players of the game. Only one group dares to challenge this threat. Gathered together from the cosmic regions of the streets, these anti-villains are hated because they put all the accountability on the man. They know the game will never be about women. They fight for every young man who is trying to learn their family name. Dedicated to truth, keeping it real, and manhood. Get your notebooks out, ask questions, and call in. Don't just listen to the message, become the message.
All right, we're here, man. The other guy, some of the other guy. Oh wait, here come Lucario's back in and everything.
What up?
All right, what up? What up, man? What's good? Wait,
What's good?
E fell off too. 50 being the one side. Just saw E fell off. All right, let's go around the room. Starting from the bottom, from the top. There you go, brother. What's good, man?
What's up, man? Hey, welcome back. As I always do around this time, it's good to be back amongst my brethren. Let's get this game. For those of you guys in the chat, feel free to donate to these brothers, man. Also, hit that motherfucking like button. Let's get it.
Yo, what up? What up? What up? It's your boy, Mr. Lucario, the bad boy of the dating game. Shout out. I'm not hearing the echo.
Yeah.
That's me, man. That's me. Hang on, let me mute myself.
So what's going on, everybody? Shout out to everybody in the chat. Shout out to everybody on the panel. You know what I'm saying? So let's get it. Let's go. I'm ready.
Now he's the bad boy. He's the bad boy of the Echo game. Hold on, I'm gonna mute you. Go ahead, Miles. You're muted, Miles. Go ahead, Miles.
Okay.
Good, Miles.
It's your boy Miles Cunningham, man. What's going on? Glad to be here again. Never take this for granted. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the panel. Appreciate y'all. Shout out to the chat. Appreciate everybody. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate the opportunity. So let's get this game because we got to get it. Let's go.
All right, let's go. Steve Dean Williams, the man mindset, guys. If y'all got a question, put a Q in there. We got a way to hold your questions now. And also, guys, call in. Throw it to my dog E.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to switch cameras, fellas. What's up, man? Good to be back. I'm gonna switch cameras. I'm using a new camera, and clearly I can't pick up the audio for some reason in my Bluetooth. So I'm gonna switch cameras. I'll be back in a minute.
All right. That's what's up. All right, guys. All right. So, oh wait, even getting no reverb. Yeah, I'll just mute.
Yeah, just get rid of me, bro.
I'm gonna get rid. I just mute you. Go ahead. All right, there you go. Okay, he'll be back. All right, guys. So, Zach, go ahead and start it, man. You got this, man. What's up?
No, man, I just wanted to talk about this because a lot of guys, it's a constant battle between guys who think they know shit versus guys who actually know shit. And guys think that they can get women to be into them sexually with all this other extra bullshit. You know what I'm saying? And I just want guys to understand the best way to get at women is here. Okay, they keep trying to get at women with the visuals of material possessions and shit. You know what I'm saying? And my thing is like, nah, yeah, you can get a woman to fuck with you, but this is not a woman who's really going to be into you. This is not a woman who's going to be fully submissive to you sexually. This is not a woman who's going to give herself fully to you the way you would like. if you don't know how to get to her mind, man. And you can literally, I don't know, some guys might not know this. If you know how to talk to a woman, you can literally make a woman have an orgasm without touching her. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of guys, because they can't even do the basic shit of flirting, let alone get on that level where they can talk to a woman and they can literally have that woman mentioning sex without them even using the word sex.
Right.
Y'all got it though, man. Let's get it.
That's some real shit. You know what is funny? I think the problem with a lot of guys is, and this is how you know the difference between men who understand game and men who don't, is that a lot of guys who don't understand game are very surface level. So we haven't had certain experiences with women to realize and recognize how powerful it is when you have a woman's mind. So a lot of guys are always like, even like, in these spaces where they talk about stuff like hypergamy and the girls monkey, like the reason why you're always so concerned about that is because you never had a woman's mind. And if you have a woman's mind, that's going to be the thing that's going to get her extremely attached to you, to the point where your issue isn't even like worrying about if she's going to leave. Your issue is, if let's say you're dealing with a woman that you're not interested in anymore, it's like, how do I get her to leave? How do I get her to get away from me? Because she's all over me or whatever. Because you know what I mean? So it's a different sort of mindset. But also the reason why they don't understand this is because they don't understand themselves first, meaning you have to already in your mind believe that you are that dude in the first place. So you gotta fucking almost to a sense seduce yourself to recognize the greatness within you before you can even understand how it would even affect the woman that you're interacting with. And that's the problem. So dudes don't even know how to get that confidence within themselves, to have that mindset or mind state to be that guy, to even relate to talking to a woman and interacting with a woman to get her to feel that way when she's dealing with you and around you. You know what I'm saying? That's the crazy part.
Yeah.
I agree with that.
I want to add real quick that so game and relating to a female is just a huge metaphor for the sexual act itself. You understand? And the thing that I want guys to understand is that the harder your belief in yourself is basically the harder the penis. If you understand what I'm saying.
Right.
The harder the cock, the harder the phallus. See, if you see yourself, you are the phallus, you are the thing. So the more that we believe in ourselves, the more that we're willing to go through the pain of like working out and all that stuff, then that's when you get that physical, you understand? You get that, and not just working out physically, but working out certain issues, self-improvement, going through the problems and issues of development. You understand? That's what allows you to create that rigid, erect belief in yourself, that really hard belief in yourself that no one can affect or shake. You understand? So when you assert yourself, because when you believe in yourself that steadily, that concretely, you don't need to be aggressive. You just need to be assertive. You just need to get there. You understand? Because when a dude with a good physique walks into the room, does he need to say anything to you?
Right.
Does he need to say, "Hey, I have a good physique," or you just see that shit?
Right.
You understand? When you got a rock hard dick and you stick it inside a bitch and you look at her face, that first insertion. Do you need to say, "Hey, it's in there now, baby"? You don't need to say that shit.
You see that lip curl up.
You see that O face. You see her take that fucking deep breath, like,
right,
like that. You understand? So what I'm trying to do is compare that to the erectness of your belief in yourself. When you believe in yourself that hard, meaning when you understand who you are. And then you assert yourself to a woman and you let her know exactly what you want. She either has to shit or get off the pot. And but if she's staying on the pot, you understand? Trust and believe. There's not many arguments. There's not much disrespect. There's not much defiance. There's not much contrarian, a contrarian attitude or a combative attitude. There's not much of that.
Right.
Why? Because when you say something, she doesn't only hear you, but she feels you.
Mhm.
You understand? Because the belief in yourself is that strong. You understand? Just like the dude with the crazy physique walking into the room. It's like, nigga, I ain't gotta ask you if I have a good physique. I put the time in the fucking gym to let you know, for everybody to just look at me and see that I got a good physique. You understand? Right. So I don't have to discuss anything with a female necessarily. She can, when I speak to her, she knows that she's dealing with a man that knows exactly who he is. You understand? So when you have that effect on a woman, it's much easier for you to not manipulate, but to influence her mind. Because here's the thing. She looks at the consistency of the work that you put into yourself, and she begins to trust everything that comes out of your mouth.
Right.
You understand? And again, it's not manipulation, it's influence. Just like when you're sitting there talking to a man who's a billionaire. If he says something about business, you're gonna listen.
Right.
But if a nigga that's broke talking about, hey man, you need to invest in these stocks right here.
Right.
Hold up, nigga. A broke nigga trying to give me stock advice? Fuck out of here.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? But the billionaire is akin to the dude that put the hours in the gym. So you see the consistency of work in his outcome. So when he talks, it's easier for you to have a certain level of trust in what he's saying. So that's the same thing for a man.
Yeah, well, at the end of the day, we still getting the reverb, right? Okay, at the end of the day, most guys are all under the assumption that women think like they do, and because they think they think. Now, again, women love sex. Women love sex. I would say more than guys, and they just can't even understand that. And for a lot of guys out here, they are stuck into what the body count of the woman. You know, there's this thing with it's weird because on one hand they're like trashing women for fucking, but on the other hand they want one night stands. You know, it doesn't make any sense, but they know that they can't get the woman. See, everybody on this panel knows that when we meet women, we already fucking on a deeper level than the physical. So when you look at the average guy that doesn't know what he's doing, he realizes that he doesn't know his sexuality. He doesn't understand sexuality. I mean, think about high school. All these guys carry over the same mentality from high school, beating around the bush, walking on eggshells, trying to be her friend and trying to get her to like him and all that other shit, where these women are learning their sexuality as soon as they get out of high school. They're fucking older guys like us. They're fucking the professors. They're masturbating more. They're figuring out their bodies and how nasty and dirty they want to be. And they're going up where the regular guy, they're either going at a plateau or going down because they don't understand sex. They don't understand the mental aspects of sex. They think everything is physical, but what we know that they don't know, we're gonna be show these guys. We got calls as well because then we'll let 50 and E say their thing, and we get to grab the callers. So y'all be patient, guys. Is that at the end of the day, the mind is everything. You can get the pussy, but we are concrete motherfuckers. We want it all.
Right.
Yeah, most definitely, man. Hey, I don't know. Can y'all hear me?
You got
we got you.
You good?
Are we good? Okay. Hey, so yeah, the orgasms, man. I love this, man. And when we talking, just the fact that, you know, when most men deal with women, they don't understand that. For one, I think you alluded to it, Steve, but they want sex way more than us, and I think, and they're very more expressive than us. Like they want to express themselves physically. They want the most filthiest and nastiest things that you want, but times 10. You know what I mean? And see, a lot of men, like they get into an ask mode. They want to just ask the woman, hey, you know, can we do this? How do you feel about this? But they really want to be told what the fuck to do, how to do it. And that's all about a man taking charge, even in that way, man. So it's crazy. When I seen the title, I was like, oh man, yeah. Now we talking in my motherfucking lane. Control.
All right.
You know, like, straight up motherfucking control of the woman in this aspect. A lot of men don't understand that the mental aspect is her biggest moving part. She's an emotional woman. Where does emotions come from, right? It comes from the part of her brain that is her fiber. It's actually the flesh of her. This is how she's built, and this is how she moves. We're more logical thinkers. So for a man to expect a woman to think like him and act like him on that level is absolutely asinine. So yeah, hey April, hey, all I'm trying to do is help these men gratify themselves in certain areas a little more, man. You know what I mean? Just get a little piece of our lives expressed to y'all in different ways. But man, y'all go ahead, man. I'm sure we got calls, man. And I'm sure we want to take as many as we can.
Go ahead, E. First, let's grab E. Which
you know what? Are you getting feedback right now? You getting
no,
feedback?
We're good. No, we're not.
Oh, you're not?
No, you
okay,
good.
I'm gonna have to mute when you guys are talking because I'm not. I don't think I'm hooked up right now. I got this new camera, but it's I got to work with it. So I didn't hear your commentary, but I'm sure it was dope. The only thing I'll add is the other day I was talking to a guy about sales, and I said the key to sales and really human interaction is to zone in on the senses. Okay, so this is how you get women. You got to hit, if you're really good at game, you're going to hit all 5 senses. If you're just starting with game, you may hit none or one. So I wrote down in what I think the order of importance is personally when it comes to attracting a woman, what she's seeing. Okay, we all see this though. Men and women both see it, but because we all rely on our senses to navigate through life. So, and then keep in mind, this is going to change with age. So this number 1 is going to be like number 3 later. Okay. So just know that, but I'm starting maybe like early 20s. So number 1 is sight. Clearly. I mean, a woman wants to know that if she has to be attracted and sexually attracted, since we're talking about sex, to the man she's looking at. That's going to vary because one woman might like a strong, nose. You know, some guys have soft features. I have soft features actually. Some guys have strong features. Every woman's going to be different. A lot of that is primal. Sometimes women don't even realize why they're attracted to men. They just are. That's why one woman will say, he's all right. And the next woman's like, oh, hell no, that motherfucker's fine. So every woman is different.
You froze, E.
Yeah, E froze. All right, well, E comes back. We'll bring him back in. But go ahead, Lakar.
He was cooking.
Oh, yeah.
He was cooking, man.
Oh, okay. Number two is sound. Number 2 is sound. So if she likes what she's looking at, you ain't done yet. Okay, because now she's got to hear your voice, which is why I always zone in with the callers, with Steve and everybody else does it. Listen to how you sound when you talk to her, because just the sound of your voice will get her thinking about sex. And this is why I say, if you don't have to mention sex really ever in the beginning, if all she's thinking about when she looks and experiences you is sex, because she's gonna feel sex. You don't have to bring it up. She's gonna feel it, okay, and then she's gonna smell it on you. So number 1 is she gotta be sexually attracted. 2, she's gotta like the sound of your voice. That's number 2. Number 3, smell. I'm big on fragrance and stuff like that. So if she sees you and she likes you, and then she hears your voice, she's like, oh, nice voice. I can hear that voice. But then you smell like cigarettes and BO, it ain't gonna work. It may not work that night. Now you may have to go home. Yeah, it may not work ever because she might not give you. Just like if we were talking to a female and she was very attractive to us and we liked her voice, but then her breath was humming, we don't want to do anything with her at this point, especially men with options. So number 3 is smell. So you got to have all these things down. Number 4 is touch. So and this is the order, because you can't get to touch her unless she's actually feeling the first 3. Okay, you can touch her, but she's gonna go like this if she's not feeling the first 3. So the 4th one is touch. So when you do subtle touching on the arm, on the shoulder, even if you can go to the waist, if she's really feeling you and she's showing indications she likes you, now you can move in and start touching her in different areas to show her you're sexually interested and to let her know she can feel safe with you. And number 5 is taste. Clearly you got to like, it's kind of in line with sound, but you got to like the way a person smells and tastes. I had a client the other day tell me, man, I'm with this girl. I'm seeing her. She's in the rotation, but I something about her mouth, I can't kiss her. He's like, it's not that she has bad breath. It's just her chemistry with mine. I don't like kissing her. And I was like, well, I guess you better rely on doggy then. But he was just like, no, I don't think I want to see her anymore. I said, well, listen, don't get rid of her because you can still, recreate that relationship. Maybe make that put her in the friend zone and use it for other reasons. So, but he didn't like the taste of her. So the woman has to like your taste too. This even goes getting real sexual, like just the way your body tastes to her. It's important. And then the bonus, real quick. You got it. If you hit all 5 of those, you're going to be great with women. You're going to be great with people. You're going to be great in business. But if you hit one, there's still possibility to build upon that. But the goal is to hit all 5 if you want to be really good in the game. The 5th one is time. Okay, so that's giving her time to revisit the first experience. So and that's when what Steve says, how many pussies does a woman have? The mind is where she's going to be reliving the first experience. So when you look dope, you smelled good, your voice was fucking making her tingle everywhere. The way you touched her, you were assertive, but you waited. You didn't like jump and make her feel uncomfortable. You gave it a little bit of time to gauge and give her a sense of security. Like, hey, you can trust me touching you. I'm not gonna do anything that's gonna make you feel uncomfortable. That's what a man does. And then the 5th one is taste. And then the 6th one, and I'll throw it back to you guys, is the bonus is time. It's just giving her time to relive it, giving her time to feel safe and comfortable. Because once a woman feels safe and comfortable with you and you don't judge her, but you also give her a little bit of time, especially if you're a dope dude. If you're a dope dude, you're going to make every woman feel insecure. It comes with the territory. So you got to give her a little bit of time to acclimate to this experience and let her live it in her head. Like, okay, I wonder what he's going to do. I wonder what I'm going to do to him. So if you hit these 5 senses in the 6th one, you're going to be a bad motherfucker in the game.
Yeah, let me add this. Let me add 2 things to what EO said. There you go. And that was a dope breakdown, by the way, partner. Let me just add this. The fragrance one, if a woman is not attracted to you, it's not going to mean nothing. But if she is attracted to you, your fragrance can literally be an aphrodisiac. You know what I'm saying? So that's 1. 2,
pheromones and such.
Exactly. 2, what EO was talking about, the bonus, give her some time. That's where the curiosity and the intrigue come in. Okay, a lot of guys, they inundate women with, with the double texting, with calling her all the time. She never gets a moment, like EO was saying, to actually relish in the thought of you, to be curious about you, to have that intrigue going on. So absolutely on point. But y'all got it, man.
We got calls, Lucario?
Yeah, so we got some calls. We're going to go to 347-872-313 and 407. So guys, call in 516-387-1224. So let's go to 347. 347.
Yo, what up? This young grandpa, man.
What's going on?
Pretty good, man. I appreciate all you guys, man. Y'all definitely saying some crazy shit right now, man.
Not crazy, it's real. But
yeah, I had got your course, Lucario, the Bad Boy membership, like about 2-3 weeks now, bro. And my Tinder is going crazy, bro.
That's what's up. That's what's up. That's how it's supposed to be. You feel me? What's you got any questions? What's your question?
Right. Yeah, I got a question, right? Because even though all right, so I'm kind of touching on my exact point, like when Stevie Bean said fuck her mind, and yeah, so it's like, all right, I keep getting a last minute resistance. Like they might let me hit it, right? But then they kind of be saying something like it's not like
they may let me hit it. They want me to hit it.
No, what I mean
they
by
desire me to hit it.
You know what I'm saying? Right, like we smashed, and I could tell, obviously she desires it because I didn't rape her or rape them. You know what I'm saying?
Nah.
This nigga hit. Bro, just get to your question, bro, because you're killing yourself. Literally, get to your fucking question, bro.
Thanks, man.
All right, my question, bro, is so it's how do I get rid of that? It's not. I feel like it's not as smooth as I would want it to be. It's not just handed to me on a platter. It's it's given to me, but
because you don't got her mind, bro.
You
got her mind, it will be on the platter for you. You don't got her mind.
And what do you mean? What's your idea of having it on a platter? What do you mean? Give us an example.
All right. like, okay, this one young lady came over and she like, oh, we could get to like third base, but we can't go all the way to like
you in
second.
like high school thinking. This
Okay,
shit.
so see that's your issue right there, bro. Is that you're putting up with shit,
Thank you.
and then that becomes your normal. So then that becomes how you deal with women in general, and then therefore that's why it seems
Right.
like you're probably pulling teeth when it comes to dealing with these women. Because this is the thing, right? You're too flexible. You understand? Now, there's nothing wrong with being
Right.
flexible in certain situations because you don't want to be all the way like rigid, period. You understand? But you're too flexible. So when you're too flexible, what happens is that when women deal with you, they could tell that based off of how you're coming at them, and then they can tell that they can sort of insert their agenda with what they're trying to do with you, and then you sort of go along with it. And then when you do that with one girl, you end up doing that with another girl, because that's how you flow when it comes to dealing with women. So you have to fix that flexibility within you and become a little bit more stable in what you're trying to do and have your agenda. And either she's with it or she's not. So a woman can't come to me and say, well, we can't do this because I got to wait. No. This is how I want to do it. Either you down or you're not. If you're not down, then peace out, or holler at me when you're down. You understand? Like you shouldn't be going along with what they're trying to do. You have to get them to go along with what you're doing.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? That's what it is.
Let me add this to the caller. When you're dealing with a woman,
Yeah.
out the gate is giving you stipulations and telling you, well, I'm willing to do this, but not that. Okay, this is a woman who is not really that attracted to you, fam. She's
Right.
not. Right. She's not. Now, let me ask you a question. These women that you're dealing with, you're meeting them off of Tinder, you said, right? Tinder?
Yeah, like mostly Tinder and like Black.
Okay. Let me ask you a question. What are you saying to them specifically where they're coming to your house? Nigga, what you say for? What'd you say, bro?
So,
Please come over.
It's just
I'm gonna cash app you.
Bro, like literally.
No, verbatim. Okay, look. No, hold on, call it. Let me help you out. The chick who told you we can get to third base, number one, she would have been canceled. But the chick who told you we can get to third base, what did you say to her verbatim that got her over there to your house?
Oh, okay. I know exactly what I told her. We were laying down. She was laying on me, and I said, like, I'm trying to fuck, pretty much.
No. What did you say to get her to your house?
What do you say to get her to your house?
Yeah, like, okay, we went to the bar first, and then I was like, I'm like ready to get up out of here and go back to my spot.
And please play the music.
Like, cool.
Play the song, Licario.
Oh, wait.
Why the fuck you lying? Why you always lying? My God, stop fucking.
Yeah, my shit is fucked up today with these sound effects.
Yeah. All this and you're lying, man. Why you lying?
No, I'm not lying, bro. I'm not lying, man. That's just how I speak.
Well, how you count to five? Count to five.
I'm trying to get the game, bro. I'm not.
You lying, man, because you sitting. Man, ain't no motherfucker gonna have no woman and say, "Ooh, well, I think we should go to our place." And then she's laying on top of you, and then you're like, "Oh yeah, by the way, I just want to get my fuck on with." I mean, come on, dog, stop that shit.
Yeah, I just need 5 strokes. That's all I need. Is that acceptable?
No, that's not what he did, 50. He said, let me put the tip in.
Let me tell this caller something real quick. I feel is important because there's two reasons why women don't want to mess with you. And Kay said it. Kay Zagan said it, and all the men would agree. Number one, she is not attracted to you, or two, she's not attracted to herself, which means she's on that. And I've heard Lucario say this, auto reject. Mm-hmm. So she's in a season right now where she ain't really trying to do shit because she's either tired from the last season of her life where she did a lot of fucking, or two, the last guy, gave her promises, never fulfilled them. So she's defensive right now. You got to recognize the seasons that women are in. I think that the emphasis is too much. The emphasis has to be about what you want, but you have to be calibrated to know what another person wants. It's okay. So it can't just be what you want. Number one, it has to be what you want, But number two, you don't want to push an agenda on someone that she ain't ready for it, bro. She just ain't ready. So sometimes it's no sexual attraction. Sometimes she could be sexually attracted. She could be real heavy attracted to you. And that's the problem in and of itself, is that she's attracted to you. There's times where women don't even want to fuck with dudes they're attracted to. They want to fuck around with that average dude. They're not going to worry about falling in love with this dude, because the last dude she fell in love with, and he was fine as fuck, and she ain't even over it yet. So you think she wants to go from one fine dude to another fine dude? She wants to go from a fine dude to a sucker dude. That's what she wants to do. So you have to know, like, okay, this girl right here, she's not feeling what I want. Like, everybody says this. Don't get mad at her. Just say, hey, listen, clearly you're not ready for all this. That's cool. If you get ready and I got some time later, we'll try to do it again. If not, you take care of yourself. So be a gentleman while you go out here and get what you want. Like, still be a gentleman. You ain't got to push yourself on people. So just remember, she either isn't attracted to you, so stop wasting your time, or two, she is attracted to you, but she just not emotionally ready for what you're ready for. And so you got to detect both and then tread accordingly.
Yo, that's some real shit. Okay, Miles, you got it. You got it, Miles.
Listen, caller, the basis of your question was, why am I getting this resistance? Why is it not as smooth as I would like it to be? And let me ask you one fucking question. Are you as smooth as you would like to be?
Good question.
No, I'm really not.
Okay, well, then we're done. We're done. Next caller.
There you go. So caller, you got to get smoother, bro, because you got to be what you want. You feel what I'm saying? All right, my brother, we're gonna holler at you, man. All right, so let's go to 872. 872, what's popping?
Hey, what's up? A wonderful show and everything. I just like to start out saying that, and I don't want to take up too much of your time. I'm just going to get to my question. One of my biggest problems I've been running into is now I've been watching your previous shows about dealing with disrespect and just simply charge them, and I'm beginning to get this concept down. I'm beginning to understand it to a certain degree, but I have moments where I will somehow find myself in a situation.
Then you don't love yourself, man. You don't love yourself enough to have people around you that respect you. Then you don't love yourself enough, man. That's all it is. Because there's kinks in your armor, bro, and you need to fix that. That's within. That is your you not having enough confidence in order to execute the things you want going on in your life.
Right. But the important thing is I'm getting it down pat. I'm starting to recognize it. I'm starting to like.
Bro, it should be, caller. It shouldn't be a gradual thing, caller. Real quick. It shouldn't be a gradual thing where you start to respect yourself. You just need to do it. Just respect yourself, because here's the thing. And I mentioned this in a video recently. Just because someone desires you doesn't mean they value you. Okay. Now, when we talk about desire, it's not just sexual desire. A woman can desire to be around you because you're generous with your money. Just because people are in your physical presence or entertaining you doesn't mean they value you. Your problem is you tend to value the interaction with the opposite sex more than you value yourself. You get that? But you need to flip the switch. You can't take your time and, well, I'm getting there. No, because you're pedestalizing women still. You're probably a pussy fiend. You're pedestalizing that shit too. You know, like with the last caller, not all pussy is good pussy. Sometimes you have to walk away. Bro, you know how many times I got up butt naked with a hard dick and just walked out the room like, I can't do this. I can't do this. Bro, you gotta have pride in yourself and stand.
Dick is a gift.
Actually iterate on that. I'm going to be real quick with this. It's like sometimes, I mean, I've actually got up and walked away at times.
You're lying, dog. Stop lying. Dog, why are you lying?
Hold on. I gotta hear what he's getting to. So what are you getting to, caller?
Bullshit.
I guess, you know, what happens when you get in that moment where, you know, because at times I'm able to execute the walking away part, but there are times where I would run into so much disrespect. I'd be in a shock, like, is this really happening? I mean, I find myself in that mode sometimes.
For them to feel like that they can disrespect you to any type of level, that means they feel like they can disrespect you to any type of level. So that is you. That's your presence. That's how you carry yourself. That's how you feel about yourself. Ain't nobody gonna disrespect me unless they know the consequences of it So they're gonna be very cautious about doing it.
Yes.
And
You kind of get what I'm saying?
so, caller, what are you shocked about?
Yeah, I get what you said. So I need to become a little bit more firmer in my stance. That's right. I mean,
A little bit.
You know,
a little. When you say the things like a little bit, and you said you was shocked.
A lot. Okay.
Yeah, you were shocked that people were disrespecting. Hey, give me the level of disrespect that shocked at you.
Yeah. Like,
tell me.
Give us an example of what shocked you.
Because I be sitting there. Because what happens is, let's just say some of the, you know, in the beginning they start out as cool, but at a certain point they get too comfortable, and they just test me.
Like what? Give us an example. Give us an example. A specific example.
Or like they may throw a comedic diss, and then they turn around and say, "But I'm just joking."
Like what? Give us an example. Man. Tell us like what? What happened?
Tell us something that happened to you in your life where he said this and it was shocking. Tell us.
Well, last week
talking about his FUBU shoes.
What are those?
His FUBU boots.
No.
Go ahead, man. Go ahead, man.
Making comments about my weight. You know, I'm going to the gym, but you're not gonna lose weight to be muscular overnight. That doesn't happen overnight.
Listen.
I've never heard.
Listen, if a chick is making comments about your weight, you need to tell her to get the fuck out of here. You understand what I'm saying?
Get the fuck out of here! Get the fuck out of here!
Respectfully, you tell her that. You understand what I'm saying? Because
hey man, so you don't. Yeah, go ahead. My bad, L.
I feel you on that.
Oh no, I was just saying. I'm just saying the fact that she would do that, she ain't got no respect for you. You understand what I mean? And so the fact that you're even still dealing with this woman, like how long you been dealing with this woman?
Shit. I mean, once the comment was made, I just got fed up with it and choose not to deal with this person.
No, how long were you dealing with her?
A few months. But the thing is,
a few months.
Did you smash?
He's joking. A couple of times, yes.
Bro.
So
hold on. And this is the first time. This is the first time she disrespected you?
No, it's like the fourth or fifth time.
Oh my God, bro! You're done.
Let me tell this caller something real quick. I'll just jump in real fast. Number one, I noticed he said, leaving her space. So you understand when you leave someone's space, you left your own space. So in order to leave someone you left yourself to go where she's at. Okay. So just know that. So like if you have to leave, that means you went where she was. Okay, she's got to be the one to leave because she's in your space. If you're running it right, she's always in your space. So if you have to leave her, you are in her space. So you got to understand that right now. If you ever have to leave a woman, you are in her space. She has to. The only way to deal with a woman is if she has to leave your space, or you rid her of being in your.
Let me have to call her real quick. What he's saying, caller. What he's saying, caller, is you and a lot of guys who think like you. Y'all campaign to be a part of the woman's life. She should be campaigning to be a part of yours. Big difference.
Yep. The other thing I just want to say real quick is you cannot be firm with a woman. You cannot be firm with a woman until you're firm with yourself. Okay, dudes are trying to be firm with women, yet they lack so much firm. They lack that firmness within their masculinity. So the only way for you to be firm and have standards and principles, as we always talk about, is when you're firm with yourself. So take a look at your habits. Are you firm with habits? Are you firm with your schedule? Are you firm with getting things done on time? So until you could actually become firm with the things in your life, you'll never be able to be firm with a woman.
And caller, did she disrespect you before or after you hit it the first time? Like the first time she disrespected you, was it before?
The first time before that first time, she was on her best behavior.
Okay, so wait. So before you hit it the first time, there was no disrespect.
No.
Okay, so after you hit it, she disrespected.
Second time, no disrespect.
Okay, so
after the second.
So after the second time you hit it, she disrespected you.
Yeah.
And why'd you continue to hit it? Why'd you continue to deal with her?
I'm gonna be honest with you, because I was being a lazy jackass. That's why.
Yeah, you need to work on your dick game too. You need to work on your dick game too, because you're not slanging it like you supposed to. If you was slanging it like you supposed to, bro, there will be no disrespect. She would actually up her ante on how she treats you. Like really, dog.
That's a fact.
So you need to take a look in the mirror, bro. You need to take a look in the mirror and say, you know what? I'm not slanging this thing. And let me tell you, I got a little bit of belly here too, but I introduce them to her really quick. And I put their hand on it. I put their face. They kiss it. Whatever it is that I prefer, that's what they're gonna do to it, and they love it. You know what I mean? So just embrace what you got, bro. Love what you have. You know what I mean? Stop trying to be something that's made for somebody else. Have people in your presence that wants and wants to desire you in the way that you feel like they need to desire you, bro. All right?
It's really that simple. Caller, real quick.
Say one thing before I go. I want to say this before I go.
Yeah, go ahead.
The good part about all of this, at least I recognize I need to work on some things. I'm at that point. I need to really work on it. I mean, at least I'm at that point. I'm not like the other people that try to lie to themselves.
You're even worse. Let me tell you why you're worse. Because you should be working on it, but you're not on the Bad Boy membership. You're not over there talking to Kay Zaggin. You're not talking to 1950. You're not talking to me or EO or Mal.
Next step.
Wait, no. It's not that. You're even worse because you're just as bad as them. You're recognizing it and you're still not doing anything. They don't recognize it yet. You recognize it and you're still not doing anything about it, man.
I don't know why these guys act like.
How do I get over there and apply? I mean, how do I do it?
Jesus.
Let me tell these guys something that they need to expect moving forward. You got to understand it's a natural defense mechanism as a human being to shit test. Like, you have to do it. Okay, this is whether you know this or not. Everybody is shit testing each other. Men are shit testing other men. This happens in business. This happens in romance. If a woman is attempting to quote shit test or disrespect, why do you give a fuck? She's going to do it. Okay, and we're gonna do it. We're actually putting her in a position to reveal herself to us too. So we're always shit testing each other. At the end, someone has to submit. Someone has to go, okay, that's the stronger one of the two. I'm submitting to him. That's it. That's how it works. So just know that every woman you're ever going to meet at some point or another, whether she does it on the first time you met her or the second time or the third time, shit tests are going to happen continually because that person needs to be reassured to themselves that they made the right choice with you. Likewise, we also shit test. So say we don't shit test is a lie. We shit test, women shit test. This is part of life.
Let me add this to the caller. And caller, I want you to think about this when the call gets disconnected on you. Be aware of inadvertent behavior. Meaning this, there are going to be certain things you're saying and or doing that you might not even realize that's causing the woman to look at you differently because you're being inconsistent. The average guy is inconsistent. What you initially present to women isn't what they see 2 or 3 weeks into it or a month into it. So once you reveal yourself to be inconsistent with your behaviors, women will automatically, 1, they won't trust you. 2, they won't respect you. And that's what you're getting. Because you're getting where women are cool with you at first, and then they're switching up on you because they're switching up on you because you switched up on them.
Facts.
Understand that.
Facts. Real shit. All right, Carly, got it? Appreciate the call, my brother. Yep. All right, so let's go to 313. 313, what's popping? 313, what's good?
What up, though? Y'all can hear me?
Yes, sir. What's going on?
Yeah, what up?
All right, man. I had a little situation last night and in this morning, following into this morning. And I've been cultivating on the information that y'all all gave me and everything. That shit works. I'm cool with that. I was put in a position to make a decision. Now, I feel, even though all y'all...
Dude, what is this? What is your question, dude? We'll ask you, what's your question, man?
I feel that I want to get the information.
Hey, fuck your feelings. What is your fucking question? Caller. Fuck your fucking feelings.
Okay, man, hold on.
No, hold on nothing. You're wasting our fucking time with a bunch of useless chatter. Ask your fucking question, nigga.
All right, bro. Yeah, I got you, bro. All right, I got you. All right, I got you. Okay, I got one female that hit my phone. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, she came with an offer where when I was hearing what E was talking about, like, shit, you know, if you have to go to a person, then that's taking you out of your comfort zone. And you're going over there with her. No, you want her to come out of her comfort zone to come over to you.
Okay. So wait,
it's really not about comfort, though. You got to get that out of your head. It ain't about comfort. It's just about that's the natural order of things. Because she needs to come. She comes to the king. Okay, if you're a king, the queen has to come where you're going. You don't go where the queen's going. That don't even make sense. So it's not a matter of comfort. It's just a matter of this the natural order of things. I'm leading this situation, which means you have to follow my instructions and come where I'm at.
What's the situation, caller? What's the question? What's the situation?
All right. Well, I'm in a situation where, you know, I'm getting my shit together and, you know, I'm surviving. And
no. Stop. Caller, stop. What is the specific situation with the girl? You said a girl called you and made your offer. What did she offer? What did she say? And what's going on with that? That's what we're talking about.
She offered a crib. She offered a whip. She started a business.
She offered a what?
She offered my stake in it.
She lying. He's lying.
She started a cleaning business, cleaning business, and she offered a stake in it for me to have.
He's lying.
And
listen how you talk. Listen how you talk.
Do it because
what is your question for the last fucking time? All you're doing is talking, and this is why we know you're lying because you can't even comprehend.
The question is this. Hold on. I wanted to get y'all the situation, bro.
We don't want to hear the situation. We don't need to know the situation.
So hold on, bro. Hold on. Okay.
Hold on to nothing. Listen, sir, please. Please listen, sir. Can you just shut the fuck up and ask your question? Listen, when you say ask a question, that's a question mark behind it. That means you're asking to get an answer. We don't want to hear your fucking weak, pussified statements. Ask your question, man. Fuck.
All right. The question is this, bro. All right. The question is this, though. How you feel I should handle it? Should I you know what I'm saying, continue doing what I'm doing, or
this nigga gives us multiple choice.
Should I be?
He gives us fucking multiple choice.
Wait, how should you hold on? How should you handle what? How should you handle what? What's the what? How should you handle what? Because you're all over the place. How should you handle what?
Going over there, should I accept the offer or should I still?
Wait, what is the offer already? I still don't know what the offer. What the fuck is she offering you? What are you talking about? What did she offer you? Who is this girl? When'd you meet her? What happened?
I used to fuck with.
Okay, you used to fuck with this chick. Okay, so so what are you talking about now? So what is she offering you?
She used to fuck with you. Get it right. I mean, you got to start talking like a man. She used to fuck with you.
She used to fuck with you.
All right, man. I used to kick it with her, man. A while.
No. Rewind, bro. Rewind. Go ahead. Restate that. No. We got it. No. Stop.
I was 19.
Whoa. What'd you say? Hey, rewind that, bro. You used to do what? We used
to be in a relationship together when I was 19 and she was 40.
Right.
And
I ain't never been in a relationship with nobody. They've been in a relationship with me.
27. Yeah. But I'm just saying, like, I mean, I look at her like she's a regular person because, I mean, it's been so many years. I don't have no connection.
All right, caller, we give you the answer. You'll call her and tell her what to say.
What we previously
a regular dudes fuck with regular chicks.
Yeah, caller. If we
just
give
know
you
that, so if you fuck around with a regular chick, that means you're regular,
right?
Because automatically, everybody who fucks with you should be upgrading.
Yeah, I'm lost. I don't even know what's going on.
Caller, if we give you the answer, you'll call her and tell her right now.
I'm with you, L. I don't know what just happened, man. It's like 10 minutes I can never get back in my life.
Information I got, bro.
Listen, caller, this is what you're gonna do. Go to real game no theory. Go to real game no theory. Hit us up, brother. All right. Thanks for the call. Let's go to 407. 407. What's popping?
Real quick, real quick. Caller. Just give me just a moment to say this. For y'all that call in, just ask your question, and when we want clarification, we'll ask you for certain things, and then you can give us the backstory. But don't call in talking for fucking 15 minutes, and we're gonna sit here and listen to you. You're not part of the motherfucking panel, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Just ask the fucking question.
So 407, what's your question?
All right, I got you. My question is, how do you respond to a woman on a date when you invite her back to the crib, but she says, I come to your crib, but I'm not taking my clothes off, and this is the first date?
Oh no,
so she's not telling you the truth.
That's right.
Just bring her to the fucking house.
Nah, I'll tell her to take her home.
No. Hey, let me tell you what I do. I'm a monster. So let me just tell you what it is. I'm like, you gonna look, not only you gonna take your clothes off, but you're gonna take them off at the doorstep. So let's roll. And I'm just, hey, all it is letting her know what it is. She wants to fucking do it, but you probably been not leading her the whole date. Right. She probably wants you to dominate her. Cause I've always dealt with women who want to be dominated. Okay. Like that's my personality. So at the end of the day, some women like to get snatched and back in the arms. So, you gotta have game for this though. So I don't want you telling, like they like to be grabbed up a little bit. Like, look here, bring her close to your face. Like, look, when you get to my door, you're gonna do this shit. And you're going to do it because I want you to do it. And she's going to fold. I'm telling you, everybody else have their own way of doing it. So y'all go ahead, man.
Hey, go ahead. I'll go after you, Miles. Go ahead, bro.
Yeah, I would just say, there's a couple ways you can handle that, but you can look at her and be like, oh, that sounds like a challenge. All right, come to the crib. Let's see what happens. You understand what I'm saying? Because at least
there it is.
You get her because for a woman to even say that means she has thoughts of taking her clothes off.
That's
you
right.
understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So get her back to the crib and see what happens. Or you can say out loud, hey, that sounds like a challenge. And then you lean in real close and you be like, you think you running shit, don't you?
Caller.
There it is.
But when we get back to the crib, I'm gonna show you exactly who's running shit. Then you'd be like, yeah, we can do that challenge. Come back to the crib. You understand what I'm saying? Like, it's different ways to play that. But go ahead, Eo.
I'm gonna go after
Yeah,
Eo.
real quick. Seduction should be playful. It's playful.
It really is.
And you got to understand that if it's not playful, it's too serious and it ain't gonna last long. There's got to be an element of trust, playfulness. You guys got to stop listening and believing what women say. They don't mean what they say. Steve and I talked about this on Monday night, our first show back. Why do you believe what they say? That's not to say not to respect what they say. You have to consider it because you don't want to push yourself on a woman, but you have to understand that they are being playful. You're the one that has to lead it somewhere. She's being playful. So, and another thing, I've had women kind of show a little resistance on dates, and I've told you guys this one before, where I just let them know the truth. Hey, well, tonight's fuck night, so it can be you or it doesn't have to be you, but tonight is fuck night. So you're not really telling her you're gonna fuck her. You're letting her know again what your night consists of. This is fuck night. Right. So someone's getting fucked by me tonight. Now it could be you, or it's gonna be the one that's waiting in line. So and then tell a woman that shit. Well, tonight's fuck night, so you better get in where you fit in. If not, then maybe another night, or maybe never. But tonight is fuck night.
So let me just say this, and because I agree with everybody, and I agree with L stance too. Like, there's gonna be some times where I'm like, I'm done with her. Like, I don't want to play with you tonight. But there's other times where, like the gentleman is saying, you could be playful with it. You can just like tell her, look, let me let you know something. It's late at night. There's only two things that's gonna happen this late at night. Either I'm going to the crib and sleeping, or going to the crib and fucking. So what we doing? You know what I'm saying? You can play with it like that. But caller, I'm interested to know, while you were talking to her, up until the time you said, come back to my crib, what did you say to her? Did you get her to the point where you felt like she was interested in dealing with you on that level sexually? Or were you just having random conversations about your childhood? You just interjected that shit.
Right. And hold on, before you answer that, caller, I just want to say this too, is that, and this is for all the guys listening, out there, what you got to understand is this. You should know or realize and recognize the tone of the actual situation you're in. You understand what I'm saying? Because you can't see, if you said the girl's like, oh, I'm gonna come to your house, we ain't gonna get naked, right? Or I'm not gonna take my clothes off, right? Like what Kay Zagan is saying is what led up to that point, to the point where you were saying, let's go back to my spot. That's one. Then two, how is she actually saying that? Is she saying it in a way where she's like, you know, I'm definitely not taking my clothes off when I go to your house? Or is she saying it in a way where she's being flirty, where she's like, you know, I'm not going to take my clothes off when I get to, you see what I'm saying? The tone matters. And the context matters in the actual situation to know whether or not you should even spend any more time on this woman. You see what I'm saying? So, and that depends on how you came at the situation. Right. So, caller, so answer that question is like, what were you doing beforehand?
Okay, I was just having a basic conversation with her. She was responding back. The vibe was there, and she started talking about some shit in the conversation about, when she was a kid, whatever. She said, masturbate before our parents used to come home type shit. So when I started hearing that shit, I'm like, I'm about to bring this bitch back to the crib. So that let me know right there. I was like, all right, cool.
No, nigga, dog. Hold on. See, if you heard her talking about masturbation and you immediately equated that, I think she wants to fuck me now. No. It wasn't right away though. Okay, look. So call it. So hold on. So call it. When she said I used to masturbate, how did you respond to that directly? What did you say?
Oh, I was going with. I was like, oh, you used to masturbate before you come back, right? And she said, yeah, I watch a lot of porn. I was like, oh, that's what's up. You watch a lot of porn. That's what's up. Like, that's cool. Sex is cool.
Why would she want to go? What is it about? Tell all of us. Help us understand you. Why would a woman want to go over your house and fuck you? Why? What benefit does she get out of going to your place and fucking you?
The caller dropped the ball on that one. Damn, bro, you fucked up on that one.
Because I'm the man, and like, you know.
No, you're not the man. Caller. Hold on, caller. Let me help you out. When she said I used to masturbate to porn, you could have said, "Oh, really? Shit, I got some porn at the crib. You want to reenact that shit at my house?" You know what I'm saying? You could have did that shit. You know what I'm saying? And watch her masturbate. You know, and that shit could have led to something. You just like, "Oh, really? Let's go to my house then." Yeah.
Hey, Kay Zagan, you know what's another thing is these guys actually don't have enough experience with women, because my experience shows that when women talk like that, they ain't about shit.
Right.
All right, and they ain't about shit. They're lying. Okay, that's number one. What I would say is, you definitely don't look like the type. Everything she says, I would say, oh yeah, I don't get that vibe from you, and so that would make her have to prove it to me. Okay, so when a woman's talking sexual right away, you're like, nah, I don't believe it. You'd have to prove that. You don't look like the type to me.
Yeah, a lot of times.
And so then she'll have to prove it. And she proved it to you that she wasn't about shit and that she was lying to you and just fucking, leading you on, because then she threw in that little, well, I ain't gonna fuck you if I go to your crib. You got to remember, women don't mean what they say, and you have to put them in position to prove what they say. The other thing is, what is basic? We were having a basic conversation. What is that?
Wait, what the fuck is that?
What's a basic conversation, bro?
All right, basically, I was just like, you know what I'm saying? I was on some point, like, trying to get her comfortable, whatever the case may be, because I've done this before.
Why y'all niggas do this shit with this
caller, shut the fuck up. Caller, shut the fuck up. We're done. Here's why we're done. You have no awareness of what's going on. You got in front of this bitch and you bored her to death. She decided to talk about sex to fuck with you.
That's right.
Because she was bored. See, to go back to the title, and no disrespect, caller, but you got to stop talking now, because nobody's learning anything from what you're saying. The thing is that sex begins before you even say hello. Do you understand? What happens is when you're having a conversation with a woman, and what EO said is very on point, right? Because here's what happened. She got bored, so she brought up sex to try to entertain herself, because she already realized she wasn't fucking you. You understand? And what EO said is, when he says something like, or when he says suggest for you to say something like, oh, you don't even seem like the type, what you're doing is you're creating a vacuum for her to meet you and fill the space, i.e. sex. You're filling a space with conversation. Do you understand? That's why when as men, when we lead the charge and we bring up sex first, she has to be the one. If she's serious and she's attracted to you, she has to be the one to be timid, to not show her cards too early, because she can't act like she's that down to fuck you. She can't make it seem like it's that easy. You understand what I'm saying? So you bring up sex, but see, if you was the type of dude that could command the conversation, then you would be able to create that space for her to slide into. You didn't do that. You were having what you called a basic conversation. Why? Because you're not the type of guy who has enough confidence to bring up sex first and for her to slide into the conversation comfortably. Because you were having a basic conversation to try to build comfort.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? All she was doing was getting bored. If you knew how to bring up sex, she would be confident enough to meet you halfway. That's what would happen. You understand? Conversation is sex. Any give and take between you and a woman is sex. Even just a regular day, just hanging out on a regular day. It's all sex, all of it. Listen, think about this for a second. In general, guys, right? We breathe. What do we do when we breathe? Air is going in and it's coming out. Do you understand?
Hey, Mom.
We wake up. No, listen. We wake up and we when we move around and we're active, and then we sleep. Do you understand? We get dirty. We wash ourselves. We get clean. Even when you're washing yourself, what do? You scrub back and forth. What is that? It's sex. Everything is sex. But in order for you to be successful with this shit, you have to understand who you are and not be afraid to do what the fuck you need to do. What the hell is a basic conversation when you know you're interested in this woman sexually?
And also the fact that she even I don't even like when chicks play around like that. With the fact that she says, oh, well, I can come over, but we ain't going to do this. That's already an indication either she's not interested or I was doing something in the situation to cause her to feel like she could even say that type of shit to me. You see what I'm saying? So and then at that point you're gonna have to seduce. So this is what I'm saying. Like, see, the thing is with seduction is that seduction really is just putting in more work. You understand what I'm saying? Now you could do that, but what I'm saying is that's what it is. You know what I mean?
Let me Another thing too, she could have a tampon up her pussy. Just keep that in mind. So women look for ways out. Like she might want to fuck, but she just got a tampon up her pussy right now. So you guys got to think of everything, man. And you guys are too basic to think of everything. And this is the truth. Like, too many dudes are stupid, man. I mean, I got to say what it is. People today are fucking idiots. Like, you're just dumb and you got to get smart.
Caller, hold on real quick. And I want the guys listening, the moral of the story is that just because a woman talks about sex doesn't mean she wants to have sex. It doesn't mean that. You know what I'm saying? Because women love to talk about sex. Okay, if you've ever been around women at your job, they talk about sex all goddamn day. You know what I'm saying? So a woman talking about sex and she's not talking about sex with you, that don't count to me. You know what I'm saying? She's talking about some shit she used to do. I'm trying to get her to talk about shit in the present moment. You know what I'm saying? Fuck the past, but call her.
Yo, hold up. Shout out to Uncle Guns for the $10 super chat. He says this topic is heavier than most males realize. This panel gives you a 600% chance of becoming a better man. Salute to the champ and the esteemed panels of sharks. Drop off a Lincoln for this value. Facts.
Oh, yeah. Okay. So caller, real quick. And in the write-up, I was talking about how women tend to be more erotic than men. And the reason why, because women get off on reading shit, on hearing shit and reading shit, like those romance novels, the Fabio romance novels back in the day and all that type of shit. Women get off on that because the words are very descriptive. It paints a vivid picture of what sex would be like with this particular guy. You're not painting no picture to these women, bro.
And you got to remember that the majority of women, the majority of a woman's life is lived in a fantasy. You have to know that if you talk to enough women, you'll know they live through fantasy. They live through delusions. Okay, they don't even like the truth. Okay, I'm gonna be honest. Women don't like the truth. Men don't either, but women definitely don't. So it takes time to get her comfortable with the truth. This is why I talked about it. Like you have to be responsible with the truth and give people the truth in spurts, like incrementally. Because you give too much too soon, bro. She ain't ready. She's a lie. She's a walking lie. Okay, so how are you gonna tell the truth to a walking lie? You have to give her the truth incrementally. You have to be responsible with it. Just remember that women, even if they'll admit it, the majority of their life is executed through fantasy.
Let me add this, and this is why they say there's a saying: you don't have to lie to women; they lie to themselves. Okay, when women meet certain men, they'll automatically have this vision of what it would be like to be with you. And it supersedes sex. Now, they can be sexually attracted to you, but they have this whole fantasy in their head about how it's going to go. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of times, you know, when you talk to women and you say certain things, you can kill that fantasy. Okay, which is what EO's talking about.
And KZak, one last thing. You could give them too much sexual energy and then she'll go home and masturbate and she don't need to fuck you no more. All right. So you got to keep in mind, this is deep shit right here. If you give them too much sexual energy, now she's restored that in her fantasy bank. She's going to go home, go in that drawer and masturbate. And that's why they don't need you no more because they already fucked you in their fantasy mind. In their mind, they fucked you.
But then also,
so that's why you got to give them
this.
just enough. And then now they have to come and get the real thing. You guys want to give everything too fast, and that's why they don't need to fuck you.
Nah, and I'm just saying. I like what Zach said. We're creating that fantasy in her mind, having her understand. You're not creating that. I think as a man too, I think you got to make sure that she doesn't create it so much that she believes this is gonna go on all the time, man. Like we not gonna. Look, if this woman's going to be anywhere in your life traditionally, she needs to understand that it's going to be spot driven. This is not going to be like all the damn time. Sometimes you men create a fantasy in the beginning and then they start saying, oh, I'm getting bored. No, because you was doing something that you normally don't do in the beginning. And then it gets later in a relationship and she's bored because this is not who you was. You're only doing it in the beginning to try to impress this woman. Do it because this is a part of your lifestyle. You know what I mean? Do it because this is who you are. You know what I mean?
There's something that Malcolm said. Malcolm said something. I just want to address this because this is a cope. This is a cope right here. He's coping. He said, but it's not gonna be like the real thing. Understand this right now. Women have often have better orgasms by themselves than with y'all.
Facts.
Okay, so that's a cope to say, but the dick is better. Not necessarily.
Not necessarily. Matter of fact, women complain more about the number of lovers they deal with who aren't guys who satisfy them in bed than the actual men who do. Believe that.
And also the reason why that happens is because remember, a person's orgasm is their own responsibility. So if she's not feeling you to the point where she's that comfortable enough to fuck with you, she'll like EO said, she'll take the energy and do it herself and then get the orgasm. You know what I'm saying? But Carly, you said you had something else to add real quick?
Yeah. It's the other side of that story. So basically I had her come to the crib. We came to the crib. We play like card games, whatever the case may be.
Man, what the fuck you doing, dog?
You got here. Go ahead.
This motherfucker playing card games and shit. Nigga, she trying to fuck. Hold on, she trying to fuck, my nigga.
Let him go. Go ahead. Keep going. Go ahead.
Hear me out, please. I understand, fellas. Y'all know the game. Let's hear me out.
Go ahead.
All right. So I'm over here playing card games, whatever. So I was on my phone. She came and asked me out of nowhere, like, "Oh, are you texting your other hoes or some shit like that?" I'm like, so I was like, what the fuck? Like, I didn't say what the fuck. I said what the fuck in my head, but I just ignored the shit out of what she just said. Anyway, we stopped playing games, came on the couch. So when we came on the couch to chill, I tried to make my move. She kissed me, whatever, but when I was trying to make a move on her titties and shit like that, or whatever move I'm trying to do, she pushed me back. She was like, "No."
She told you. She already told you.
Call her. Fuck all these guys on the panel. They don't know what they're talking about.
Got you.
Do you really want to solve this, sir?
Go ahead. Tell me, man. Tell me.
All right. Now listen to me. We want you to now. When do you want to fuck? Do you want to fuck tonight? Monday? When do you want to get some pussy, dog?
That's me asking the lady that?
No, I'm asking when do you want to fuck?
Oh my God.
When do you want to have sex, sir? What day or what time? When do you want to have sex?
All the time I want to have sex.
No, he's asking you, when do you want to have sex with this woman? Today, tomorrow, next week? When do you want to have
Specifically, yes. Specifically.
Bro. Let's put it this way. I already made my move.
When do you please answer the question. When do you want to?
I already made my move.
No, you didn't.
I already made my move. It didn't go.
We'll make it again. Sir. Okay, sir. We're gonna have you call her. No, you call her right now. No, because you ain't calling. You ain't all this fucking talking you doing. You'll call that bitch up.
No, I don't have her number, bro.
You don't have a hang up. You don't have her number. You really lying the whole time. You wasted our time.
This motherfucker said he didn't have her number.
Man, hang up on this motherfucker. Get your ass.
But he's playing. But he's an Uno nigga though. He's an Uno nigga.
No, this nigga was playing blackjack at 21, bro.
Hey, real quick, guys, let me just say one last thing about that last segment. This is why you shouldn't send pictures to bitches right away. Okay, if you want pictures and send pictures right away, there's a great chance she's not going to meet you because she looked at you already. Y'all was trying to show her the dick too fast, trying to show her your body too fast, and a lot of the time, women will get their fix from those pictures. So they don't even need to meet you. She's like, oh damn, he got a nasty stomach. Like they're looking for a way to reject you. Okay, just know this: women want to reject you. Okay, you need to know that they have too many options, so they have to reject a lot of you. So the less you give them up front, the better. That makes that. So if there's genuine curiosity and intrigue that you build, then she will eventually want to come and be with you in person. But if you give her everything up front, hey, let me see the titties, let me see the pussy, let me see the ass. First of all, you look thirsty. Secondly, you're gonna go ahead and send her picture, and then she's gonna be done with your ass after that.
I was just gonna say that. Let me add this real quick. This is why I actually did a video. Hold on, caller.
Hang up.
No, hold on, caller. I did a video talking about this. This is why, number one, you don't send unsolicited dick pics to chicks. And even if a chick asks for a dick pic, if you ain't fucked her yet, she don't get no dick pic. The only time she can see your dick is in person. Hold on, caller. Be quiet for a second. Be quiet for a second. Because if you send a chick a dick pic or a video of you tossing off your shit, if they like the way your dick look, they'll save that shit to their phone and masturbate to it.
Yeah, and they won't meet you. Like it'll be enough. It'll be enough.
I encourage men to never send pictures of themselves to any woman.
Right.
Let me just tell you this, man. I'm a guy. I live in that space, bro. If you want to see me, when you see me, you can take pictures when you see me, motherfucker. You're not. If you're on my Instagram or something, you may see spot pictures of me. Enjoy those. Motherfucker, I'm value. Motherfucker, you're not going to have a picture of me doing nothing other than what the fuck I want to do when you're in my presence. Other than that, fuck that, man. You're not
think about it this way.
This is the thing. I want to tell a caller where he fucked up. And this is what I want you to understand from going forward. See, the fact that she told you that she wasn't going to get naked with you and you still followed her lead by bringing her to your spot. You understand what I'm saying? What happened is that she basically was like, cool, I have options when it comes to this guy. So meaning I could go over his house and fuck him, or I could go over his house and not fuck him because I told him I'm not going to. The problem is with a lot of y'all guys that give women too many options. So for example, like let's say you have like a jewelry store and all they sell is jewelry and it's expensive jewelry. And then you have Walmart. You understand what I'm saying? A person could go on Walmart and Walmart has a lot of options of everything. So they could do this, they could do that, they could do that. The jewelry store has one thing. You most likely won't even go into the jewelry store unless you have the type of money where you could spend in that store. And if you go in that store or you fucking with his jewelry, the problem with you is that you gave her too many options. So what it is that if you're trying to fuck her, you like, listen, either we fucking or you ain't fucking with me. You understand what I'm saying? And the fact is that you gave her the option to keep fucking with you, even if she's not going to fuck you. Do you understand that?
Yeah. Basically, he is not a specialty store. He's a flea market.
Exactly right.
You're not a specialty store. You're a flea market.
Keep in mind too, there's a lot of places you're gonna go to in life. They're gonna say you can no pictures and no video recording. Why they say that is because they know that you're gonna post it somewhere and someone's gonna live through your experience on the camera. So these places that have standards are gonna say no pictures, no video. And why they do that is because they want other people to experience it for the first time when they come. Okay, so it's the same thing with your fucking silly ass whack photos that you want to send to bitches. All right, and it's because you're giving them the experience before they have to experience it. I guess in reality and with you. So you're working against yourself when you are soliciting photos and sending photos to women. Now, after you fuck her, different story. But before you fuck her, no.
Caller, skip one, reverse, draw two, draw four. Oh. Now let's go play Parcheesi. Now, next caller, please.
All right, caller. Appreciate the call, my brother. All right, man. All right, so let's go to 510. 510. What's popping?
Hey, good afternoon, EO and the rest of the panel. And at the risk of me becoming another one of these callers that rambles for half an hour before getting to a question, if we accept the premise that some women are never going to be feminine submissive, and EO, you were talking about how it's reasonable behavior to shit test others, and we do the same to women, is there an objective way to know whether a woman is being difficult because she is one of these types that are and will never be feminine, or whether this is a shit test to test the waters or where things are with you?
I'll let somebody who's dealt with that answer that. Most women has been in my presence. It's always been feminine, submissive, and obedient. I've never dealt with anything outside of that.
Well, this is the thing I say. It's kind of like you just got to understand the dynamics of how things go. Meaning that a woman isn't one way. You understand what I'm saying? She's multiple ways, and she's going to be a certain way based off the guy she's dealing with. You understand what I'm saying? So with guy A, she could be the most difficult, uncooperative woman. With guy B, she's going to be super cooperative and attentive and compliant and all this other stuff. So all you need to figure out is, okay, how is this woman coming at me? And that's going to show you how she sees you. But this is also the key too. Sometimes the reason why she's coming at you a certain way is based off of how you're being. You see what I'm saying? So a lot of times, if you want to change the way women come at you, you have to upgrade your shit. You got to be the type of guy that says, listen, this is who I am. I understand my value. I understand what I bring to the table. So I'm not going to accept any type of treatment I'm not going to accept fucked up treatment from women. So a lot of times the reason why you're getting the fucked up treatment or the disrespectful treatment or her trying to test you all the time, or women consistently testing you all the time, is because they don't recognize you as that man. Women recognize when they're dealing with a real man that's rare, and they don't want to fuck it up. So a lot of times they won't really test you like that, in the sense where they see you as that dude. You see what I'm saying?
Lucario is 100% right on that. And I'm just going to offer a flip side to that very true coin. If the way a woman treats you, a lot of the time has nothing to do with you also. It just has to do with what's going on in her life. Like truth be told, and a woman will reject masculinity too. So keep this in mind. A woman that is not ready to be under any kind of leadership, she's got trauma, she got a lot of unresolved emotional issues. She's going to reject good things for her. Anything good for her, she's going to reject. And so you got to keep this in mind as you're in the dating, and the more experience you have, the more you know this. There's going to be women that are ready. And a lot of it doesn't even have to do with you. It's that she's ready for this experience and you happen to be there. Okay. And you're that, and she's ready to be with the man, but it may have taken her years to be ready to be with a man. Okay. So a lot of it it's not your game either. It is your game, because you have to maintain it as your game. But the fact that she's attracted to you is that she's just ready for this energy. This kind of, she's ready for it. Okay. Right. So you have to understand that when you're dealing with women, don't think that being a man is going to be attractive to every woman, because she's going to feel your power and reject you because she ain't ready for it yet.
Yeah. Call it great call, but you're in the wrong neighborhood on this one. The problem is that you're too busy worried about what these fucking women are thinking, man.
True.
That's where a lot of guys go wrong. You see, everything that Lucario and E is saying is right, but at the end of the day, young man, your focus, you came in with a great question. It was, again, I'm not joking. You did ask a great question, but it tells a lot about you by you're not asking about what I need to do for myself versus what women are, because like the men were saying on the panel, women are different. Every woman is not the same. You know, I told them, like music, you got your alternative, your hip hop, your goth, your metal, your rock. They're like music. They're totally different, but you are the only you. So what you should be asking is, what do I need to look at myself and how I need to position myself and let her see what I am, versus worrying about her femininity and worry about this and worry about that, because she is what she is when you meet her. It's what she's going to do when she meets you, my brother.
Let me just throw one other example so this makes sense. Let's say a woman's in the mood to hear Drake. Let's say she wasn't in the mood last week, but this week, she got through the work week, decent week. She's feeling pretty and shit. Went to the gym 3 times, 8 cal salads. She ain't bloated. All right. So now she wants to hear Drake because Drake just makes her feel sexy. Does it matter who's playing Drake?
No.
Now that doesn't mean she's gonna fuck you, but if you're playing Drake and she wants to hear Drake, how is she gonna feel right now?
She's going to say, I heard what I wanted to hear.
What I'm trying to say is that a lot of this game is misunderstood how much control you think you actually have. Okay. We think we have a lot of control over this game. We do have some control, not as much as you think. Attraction and a woman being ready for you're ready for is all about timing. The timing in your life. Now, what Steve said is 100% true. And we say this all the time, that what you want is what you want. And you have to, dissect, have conversations, say the right things in order to determine if this woman is ready for what you want. But you can't force readiness. She's either ready to have a one-night stand. Like women go through moods where they just want to fuck you once and that's it. So she's going to be attracted to the guy that's giving her the one-night stand energy. But if you're giving her next week energy, 2 week later energy, next month energy, she probably going to fuck you once and get rid of you because she didn't want all that. So it's a matter of understanding that timing matters, is underestimated, and it matters more than your game sometimes. Because you could, how they say you fell into some pussy? You fell into it because she was ready to have it. And you just were there and you didn't say the wrong shit. Okay. You just said enough to fuck her. So a lot of it is about timing. You need to know that.
Right. And on top of that, caller, real quick, is that hold on, caller, real quick, is that you got to understand this. And what he always saying is right. And this is the thing. You have to say, is she on my time though? You understand what I'm saying? So is her time aligning with my time? Because if it's not aligning with your time, then you don't need to deal with her. And then therefore it's of no importance to you. You see what I'm saying? But go ahead, Colin.
That's true, 100%.
I was going to say, it's interesting you're bringing up timing because not to throw all my stuff out there because you could roast me for days, but it's a girl from my past who's now back saying she's trying to step in and be that girl that what I'm looking for.
Wait, hold on. Why? Okay, what are you looking for? What do you want?
Thank you.
Right.
I swear, y'all be just waiting on chicks to tell y'all what they want and be like, well, let me see if no, it's like, what do you want? Like, it's
please. Let me tell you, there's nothing wrong with saying that I know what I want and I'm looking for it. Come on.
No, I'm saying my point is that you're coming at it with, you're saying, well, she came back to you and she's like, hey, listen, I'm ready to do this. You understand? It's like, I don't give a fuck about what she's ready to do.
And she's in an audition period right now. You want the full story? She's in an audition period.
Well, hold on. So is she an ex-girlfriend or just an ex?
Yeah, like who's this girl? Like who is she?
You said she's an ex-girlfriend?
Coming with a philosophical question, but I'm happy.
No. So call her. So she's an ex-girlfriend. She's an ex.
I would rather him give sex to a woman he was never, ever really that engaged with than a woman he was in a relationship with that just came out of the blue for sex. Okay. Like because there was really no too much energy involved in the beginning. Like if you never really met up with a chick and it just was the wrong time, she had a boyfriend, she's not a cheater, whatever the fuck, and then she revisits it. I'd rather you see a chick like that than see a chick that broke up with you and wants to come back.
There you go. Because y'all motherfuckers be reaching too. Y'all be reaching in the past. So caller. So when y'all broke up, what was the reason y'all broke up? What was the reason?
Right.
She definitely has some mental bipolar.
Yeah, bro. Hey, I always tell men, do not mess with anybody on medication, bro. Hey. Even the ones who have not got diagnosed for medication, if they display any type of weirdness, craziness, bro, there ain't nothing you can do with that. That's all mental. You got to move on from them. I don't want no excuse for you not to follow in my direction. All of a sudden we cool and you get to crying and screaming on the couch. I ain't got fucking time for that. Get the fuck out of here.
Let me ask you this. So when y'all broke up, how long ago was that?
About 5 years.
Okay. Let me say this. Let me say this. For anyone listening, any of you guys listening, any of you women listening too, if you have a relationship where the person, y'all had a wonderful relationship, but maybe y'all grew apart because somebody accepted a job offer in another state and it was a mutual amicable split, that's one thing.
Right.
But if y'all breaking up under any type of negative situations or bad fuck, you don't fuck with them no more. Because here's the thing,
especially bipolar, bro. You know how bad that is.
Caller,
she will kill you in an instant.
Regardless of what you think about her, you're the same dude that she fucked with 5 years ago. So what's going to happen is she's going to come back into your life wanting to literally pick up where y'all left off.
Yeah,
it don't work that way.
I'm not letting that happen. And here's the other thing: I'm very different than I was 6, 7 years ago.
You might be different to yourself, but you might not be different to her.
It's amazing how so many men talk about, oh, don't date single mothers, but you motherfuckers that date a motherfucker that's bipolar,
right?
Motherfuckers that don't even know what the fuck they're doing. But you can't date a woman with a kid. That shit, it boggles me, man.
That's why I said, go ahead, Steve. I'll go after you, brother.
Caller, if you were different, you would have with Zag and Zag and 50 are telling you, you would be like, you ain't in no I'm not testing you out or interviewing you for no position. You know, if you want to fuck, we can fuck, but that's all you get, dick and bubble gum. But you are still falling into her narrative. Because she's telling you what's going on. You're sitting here waiting for her to tell you
Not
things.
at all.
Well, you just said.
No, man, everything is going on. I've laid out. She's on my timetable every single time we talk.
That's the problem. She's on a timetable. Okay, you're fucking with a crazy chick and she's on a timetable. Listen to what you're saying. A fucking crazy bitch is on your timetable. So you have not changed. Sound like worse.
So you know what a bipolar episode is? Have you heard of that before? There are people in prison because they had bipolar episodes. You are aware of that, right?
Oh man.
But
yeah.
So what I'm trying to tell you is, no matter what she looks like, it's a mirage.
Caller, why do you want her
keep moving, bro?
Why do you want her back?
That's true.
Yeah.
You know, she's a good team helpmate. You know, she works hard and she's on my program.
Jason Voorhees is a good son. Right?
So caller, you think you can do better than her?
Good question.
I probably could, but I like what I got with her as well.
So you settling.
Lazy pimping.
You just gotta accept the consequences, bro. If she stabs you 200 times in the shower, like old girl did, Jodi Arias, you know, if she pulls a Jodi Arias and you die, well, you know, you just gotta accept I mean, obviously you have to accept that you'll be dead, but you know, you just have to accept the consequences. I mean, she could throw a blow dryer in the bathtub or some shit, you know. Yeah.
That Bobbit woman, she was bipolar. That Bobbit, Linda, whatever Bobbit woman, she was bipolar.
Lorena Bobbit.
And there's a lot of women and men that are misdiagnosed or not diagnosed that are bipolar. So you know, at least you know. But there's a lot of women that are and don't know it. And what I was saying earlier is, I'd rather if you met a girl and for some reason it just didn't work out, the date didn't happen, and she reaches out a couple months later. Now I'm not saying you should do it, but I'd rather you see a chick who you never really truly got acquainted with than a chick that it's already, the relationship's been over. You guys broke up. Why go back to that? You can be open to a chick reaching out to you after 3 months, because it could be that she broke up with her man and now she's ready to see you. So it's your decision. It's your decision. But going back to someone that you were in a relationship with and it ended, I don't suggest it ever.
The caller is recycling ass.
Right.
When you recycle ass, that empty can never had the same value it had when it was full.
Hold on, caller. How many other girls you fucking with right now?
Just kind of one on the side, not serious, because honestly, you know, I like what I like.
Wait, hold on. So there's one other girl besides this ex that you messing with.
Yeah, I'm not. I don't got my game on tight. I'm busy doing other things than chasing.
Okay,
tails.
so that's the issue. You don't have options, so you're going back to what feels comfortable. No, but that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. You don't have any options, because if you had options, you wouldn't be thinking about your ex. You would have laughed when she hit you when she hit you back.
Girl, hey, L, you know what's another thing? Dudes fall in love with body parts, man.
Unwell.
Like real talk. Like I know a lot of dudes that I'm coaching right now that got options, but they still thinking about this same old raggedy bitch from the past. And that's because and I'm like, okay, and then I'm like, so it's like you could still have options, but still be fucking the word imprinted on a prior bitch because you liked her nipples or you liked the way her pussy looked or whatever. She squirted on you or some shit. And so you got like the 5 women that you've met since or didn't squirt, and you're still thinking about the squirter. Like, you know, you got to get over that shit. You have to like, determine like, why am I still like giving this motherfucker time in my head and even really in reality? You got to.
I pass on that.
I don't like squirters because you ain't gonna fuck up my mattress.
Me neither. That's a disorder.
No, see, that's why.
I don't like that.
I'm introducing fuckable sheets to the market so that they can fuck up the sheets. If you have your, you don't have your 3,000 count.
No, we can only smash in the bathtub. That's it. Because we're not.
Hey, dudes get imprinted by women. They keep talking about women getting imprinted. Truth is, dudes get imprinted.
Yeah, he doesn't know what he wants. He doesn't know what he wants. He thinks he knows. If you knew what you wanted, you would have told that woman to kiss your motherfucking left nut. But yet you in love with that bitch, man.
Right.
You were in your life, dude.
I don't know about that.
Hey, crazy bitches are good seducers, man. That so it doesn't surprise me that you're kind of hooked on this chick because usually the crazier the bitch, the better the sex, the better the seduction game, and usually the more boring the chick is. You know, you got to like kind of like make a decision. Like, okay, she's boring, but I have peace. So every man has to make a decision. But usually, the more toxic, I hate to use the word toxic, but you know what I mean. The more fucked up the woman is, generally the woman is pretty deep.
Caller, I would suggest that you hit us up, go to Real Game No Theory, so we could help you out with this type of shit, man. You know what I'm saying? Because you sound like you're settling, my brother. You know what I'm saying? So we gonna let you, man. Appreciate the call.
This is the only thing on my plate.
Appreciate the call. That's what I'm saying. See, you gotta get it. Step up that game. But let's go to 322. 322. What's popping? Who's this?
Hello.
Yes, sir. What up?
Hello.
322. What up?
Hello. Hello. So I had a question. Prince EO. It's Prince EO. That's his name, right?
What's your question, man?
What's your question?
So my question is, I was wondering if Prince EO used to get rejected a lot in his early 20s.
Oh my Jesus! Caller, wait.
How does that help you?
Right. What is EO's life got to do with you?
And it's King EO, by the way. It's King EO.
I was wondering.
Bro, caller, what does that have to do with you?
Nothing.
Okay, so what's your question about your life? What do you want to know?
About the rejection rate when we have game as good as yours.
Why do you care?
Check April out. April busted out. April
I got April laughing like crazy in the
Why do you care about how many times somebody call her?
Hey, I gotta give him something to jack off to later, bro. I already told you about this shit. Nah, I'm fucking with you, brother. I'm fucking with you.
Understand, everybody gets rejected. Why does it matter? You want to hear exactly like he can recall his 20s and shit and be like, there was that time in December 2000.
You know what? Let me answer this guy real quick. Were there times that I attempted to connect with someone or align with someone that wasn't ready for what I wanted? Yes.
Oh man.
So see, the problem is even calling it a rejection. It's not a rejection, man. It's not. I don't know what rejection is. There's things that align because the timing is right. There's a need. I can fulfill the need. You can fulfill what I'm looking for. We unite and we run this shit out until it's time or we transition it to the next thing. So the truth is, so the truth is, were there times that I introduced what I'm looking for to women that weren't ready for what I'm looking for? Yes. And then there were times that I did.
Well, I would look at it like this. Number one, when we talk about just dealing with women, just generally speaking, everything is about compatibility. The people that you're compatible with, you normally have a further interaction with. The people you're not compatible with, it normally just is done. You know what I'm saying? So I think guys, they place too much of an emphasis on the word rejection. She rejected me. No, I don't look at it like that. At the end of the day, for whatever reason, in that moment, we just wasn't compatible with each other.
Right.
I'm looking for one thing, she's looking for something different. We're just not connecting. Because the problem with a lot of guys, y'all think that when women, basically tell you they're not interested, that it's because they're not attracted to you. A woman can be attracted to you and still reject you. I don't care.
Well, here's the thing, real quick. The issue here with a lot of these guys that are out here is that, and this goes across the board for the average guy, not these men on this panel, and not even these men at all, is that you guys, the end result, you are defined by your end result, and that's your problem. You are so busy worried about what she's going to do, and when she does it, you think it makes you feel it's a part of, oh my God, I'm not good, I'm terrible, and all this other stuff. That's why you're focused on something that has nothing to do with anything. Because even he was saying, listen, they're allowed to say no. They're allowed to say, I have a boyfriend, I'm married, I'm seeing someone, or I'm dating Lucario, I'm seeing 1950, I'm with Zag or whatever, or EO or Miles. They're allowed to say those things, but I don't care because I'm not my end result. I don't lose. Like he said, we don't lose, we learn, and we don't get rejected because it's not our law. Do you actually think that when a woman tells us no, that we're upset? It's not our loss because she's never met us. We're men. We're mythical. So she's losing out. She's losing out, sir. But you gotta come across to see what we're talking about and stop worrying about an end result, because you're not your end result, sir.
Hey, Dean, check this out. Here's another thing. Do you know how scary it is for a woman to get fucked mentally, emotionally, physically, and spiritually by a man? Do you know what that does to a woman, man?
Oh, man.
Like, she loses her fucking mind, man.
Yes.
They're like, she can't do that too many times in life, bro. She gonna end up in another house. So part of it is that she's protecting herself too when she rejects. You got to understand this. Like, instead of taking, when she appears to reject you, which I'm only saying that for the sake of this particular dialogue, but women will resist something if she has recall, like, oh, the last time I let a dude like this, even though she might not know you, she's just putting that tag on you based on how you smell, how you look, how you talk, how you walk. She's just automatically tagging a prior experience to you, and then she will resist you for that. So it's important that you understand that women cannot give themselves over to too many men in one lifetime, bro. like I mean, she'll give herself to you, but she ain't gonna give all of herself to you. This is why we say, if you know who you are and you make a woman feel safe, the potential for her to give herself to you is there. But you have to understand, women are very, very scared of being penetrated by you. Mentally, emotionally, physically, everything. They're very scared of that.
Caller, let me ask this question real quick. Caller, how many times you got rejected this week?
None, to be honest.
None? Because why? How come you didn't get rejected this week?
That's my fault.
How come you didn't get rejected?
You ain't talking no bitches.
You ain't talk to no girls, right?
Yeah, it's my fault. Yeah.
Okay, so that's
you worried about this other shit over here, though.
Right, exactly. So you ain't even in the game right now. So you got to go out there and do your thing, and you'll realize this fear or whatever you have of rejection ain't shit, and then you'll be good. You feel me?
Go ahead.
No, 50, you got it.
I just want men to understand, asking about another man's resume is vaginal, and I really feel like that we need to speak to each other like men. And speak to us in a moment. Stop asking asking about another man's success rate. It's quite creepy. It's a little weird to me.
Because I'm gonna tell you, I've dealt with all these gentlemen. I've never asked caller. I've never asked none of these men how many sex partners they had in their life. I never asked them how many times they got rejected. Number one, I just don't give a fuck about that shit. But number two, I'm quite confident that these men can handle their business. So I'm not even worried about that shit. Here's the thing, and I'm gonna jump off what EO was saying. My thing is this: women have had more sex with men than they've actually submitted to.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's one. Another thing, caller, let me hit you with this. I want you to think about this. Have you ever met somebody and you knew they was full of shit, or they wasn't shit? Like, you was introduced to somebody and you knew right off top, this motherfucker ain't shit. That ever happened to you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, on the flip side of that, have you ever met somebody and you knew by how they carried themselves, they wasn't to be trifled with, they commanded respect, they wasn't for the play? You ever met that? Met that type of person?
Yeah.
Okay, women see the same shit. Women see the exact same shit. And what EO was saying basically is you're going to have women, they'll meet a certain guy and they know that this guy probably has principles and standards they cannot adhere to.
That's right.
So they be like, I can't even fuck with him because I ain't shit and there's no way I can get with what he's doing because it's too lofty for me. I'm used to dealing with dudes who don't have any structure in their life. And as EO said, they don't have a dope life. These motherfuckers ain't shit. And they're too used to dealing with them dudes because they can do what the fuck they want in those dudes' lives. But when they meet a guy who actually got some shit going on, they know they can't do what the fuck they want to do. So they just bow out, but I can't even fuck with them.
And women are going to deal with more of those guys in one lifetime than the opposite. Okay. They're only going to go between 1 and 3 alpha males, bro. But if you get a woman after she's had 2 alpha males, she tired as fuck. Right. I'm just being honest, bro. And if she goes to a simp and a beta to get her charged up again, to feel pretty again, to have somebody fucking take her out to dinner and do all kind of like fancy shit for her. Not to say an alpha is not going to reward women because we do, but it's all about timing again. You catch a woman who's never had an alpha or on number 2, different story. You get that. If a woman's had 3 alphas in one lifetime, bro, she beat the fuck down emotionally, bro. Like, because you got to surrender to an alpha and they do it. But depending, and I don't really want to call him alpha too. That's a loose term because the right alpha man doesn't abuse his women. He takes great care of his women. Even if they don't get him in the end, they're always better as a result. So that's another thing you got to think about. But just know that women are going to deal comfortably with more simps and betas in one lifetime. They're going to do 1 to 3 real men in one lifetime.
Right. So caller, you got that information. If you need more, go to Real Game No Theory. Okay. We appreciate the call, my brother. All right, let's go to 702. 702 was popping. Who this?
What's up, fellas? This is Charles. I was just calling to ask, how can you start learning to get inside a woman's head? I mean, like, you know, like you say, mind fucker, basically.
Well, to mind fuck a woman, you gotta know sex. You gotta know the difference between being sex. Bro, I gotta mute this dude. Yeah, put them kids in the background. You gotta get out your mom's house. No, I'm just saying that you gotta understand that the thing about these men, they know how to. There's a thing where we do is shifting. They know how to shift from being romantic to sensual to sexual to seductive to being kinky to being dirty to being naughty to being nasty. To being a combination of all those things. So you got to know that. You got to know skills of kissing, fucking, eating pussy. You got to know skills of setting up your crib. And it's a lot of things. It's not porn because a lot of y'all guys think that it's just, hey, how you doing? Let's go to my place and the porn music hits and she takes her clothes off. Then, like E said, man, it is very rare that they meet men on this panel. But when they meet them, they know that they have nothing to worry about because they're going to be led in the right direction versus you guys being led by the woman.
I say this too. Also, you got to understand the reason why a lot of guys aren't able to get in a woman's mind is because the guy doesn't have his own agenda and his way of seeing things, his way of thinking, his way of doing things. So what happens is to get into a woman's mind, you have to basically get her to follow that lead. So for example, like if you have a girlfriend, right, or a wife or whatever, and I meet your girlfriend or wife, it should almost, like if I'm talking to her, it should almost sound like I'm talking to you. You understand what I'm saying? Because she should be that influenced by you that she's taking on your ideas, your thoughts, the way that you're trying to go about things, and she's about what you're about. So that's when you got her mind, meaning that she's a part of your situation. The problem is if you guys don't have a situation to be a part of, if you don't have a mindset where you understand certain things and you're about certain things, then the woman has nothing to follow. And you're not implementing those situations in order for her to follow. So therefore, you're not going to have her mind. So a lot of guys, because they're so concerned about pussy and the sex, and I got to get this and I got to get that happening, you don't start from a place of where the woman understands that she has to be the type of woman that you're going to take on. Meaning you're saying, look, you have to show me why I should have you in my life. And that of her showing you that, that's when it starts to begin where you're getting her mind because she's going in your direction. The problem is a lot of guys are going in the opposite way where a lot of women have your mind. You understand what I'm saying? That's like all over the place. You know what I mean? That's crazy. It's crazy.
That's 100%.
You know what I'm saying? So, caller, do you get any of that? Caller 702.
Yeah, I got all of it. All of it. You know, I'm taking it in.
All right.
Appreciate it.
All right, my brother. Appreciate the call, man. All right. So, guys, calling number 516-387-1224, 516-387-1224. So we ain't got no calls right now. So if you have any questions in the chat.
And to Lucario's point, which was great, it's the same thing in all things, like religion, the same thing. It's like if you don't have your own mind, you're going to follow someone else's mind.
Right.
This is like, so you have to master your own mind in order to have a woman's mind. You can't, like Lucario said, she's got your mind because you don't have your own mind. The same thing with religious groups, MGTOW, red pills. I mean, I'm not necessarily like frowning upon it. I ain't for it or against it. But if you take a hard look at it, you're following that because you don't have your own mind.
Exactly.
That's why you're doing it.
Let me add this. Somebody said, and I forgot who it was, but they were talking about that's why you have to get girls between the ages of 18 and 21.
No.
Do y'all know how many suckers?
Who said that?
I think it was Matthew Nesbitt. It was Malcolm. Somebody said that recently in the last few minutes. Okay, look. Do y'all know how many suckers I've dealt with in my life? Family members who said, "Oh man, you know she's 18, she's 19. I'ma mold her." And then while they saying that, the chick molding them at the exact same time. You know what I'm saying? Just because a woman is young or younger than you, or you think she doesn't have a lot of experience, these women, from the moment they started puberty and they was sprouting titties and shit, they've been used to getting hit on. You know what I'm saying? Since, 12, 13, 14 years old. A lot of you guys, y'all ain't even had y'all first kiss until y'all 19 and shit. I'm saying these chicks been used to dealing with dudes. So they have way more experience knocking niggas off like, you can't get this ass. You know what I'm saying? So this notion that, let me find a young chick that's between the ages of 19 and 21 and let me mold her and make her a woman. No, motherfucker. First of all, if you can't even mold none of the bitches you dealing with now, you think going down a couple of years in age is going to help you? You ain't even got no game. Because you can be in your 30s fucking with a 30-year-old chick and still get her to be on your motherfucking agenda. If you can't do that, you automatically think you're going to find some young, inexperienced girl that just graduated high school or she's in her first couple of years of college and you're going to make that happen. Bruh, she going to run you with her motherfucking beauty. Because a lot of y'all pedestalize women anyway.
Yeah, it's the same concept that dudes be saying, well, if I get a ugly girl versus a hot girl, it'll be easier to get her in bed. Or if I get a girl from this race versus that race, it's easier to get. It's the same.
It's all theory. It's all theory.
If I get the girl who's younger, it's bullshit. And that also basically is a reflection of your game and a reflection of how you see yourself. Because basically what you're saying is that my game is so weak that I have to, quote unquote, get you at this point in order for me to make things happen. You see what I'm saying? I can't do it at any time. I have to make sure that these stipulations are exactly correct, and then I can make something happen, which is bullshit.
I gotta get you at this certain level of maturity level.
Right.
You know? I gotta get you at this point in your life, because I believe if you get to this point, you're gonna have so much knowledge about the game that you're gonna game me up. That's pretty much what they're saying.
Basically.
And there's another thing. You guys heard the saying, breaking the seal. Like when guys take a piss, they're like, oh shit, I broke the seal. Now I got to keep pissing and shit. So the same thing with a woman. It's like, you got to let her exhaust through some of those desires she has. You have to allow that. Like, she gonna do it anyway. So one way to do it too is to not judge her and then introduce her to like third party ways. Check this out. Third party ways to exhaust her desires. So let's say she thinks women are pretty. She might want to have a bisexual experience. Okay. So then you and her go find a woman, or you could even introduce her to like lesbian porn. So you're helping her like go exhaust those fantasies. At some point they will exhaust themselves and she's not going to want them like she once did. It's like for anybody. I drank enough for one lifetime, which is why I don't drink anymore. I truly don't desire it. I used to smoke. I smoked enough cigarettes. I don't need to smoke anymore. I fucked enough women, which is why I don't fuck any women anymore. I don't fuck a lot of women no more. So it's because I fucked hundreds of women. So I exhausted through those desires. Now I'm at a place of, I know who I am. I know what I want. I ain't thirsty. I'm desperate for nothing. And this is where women also have to get to this place. So if you get a woman too young and she breaks the seal with you, And then, but then she's like, oh, but I wonder what he's like in bed, or I wonder what he's like in bed. I wonder what it's like to go on a date with him. I wonder what it's like to get into a Mustang and you got a Cavalier. Like you got to let her do some shit so then she could make a better decision down in the long run.
Mm-hmm. And that's because a lot of guys don't understand women, and they think, well, if I get her young, then I'm gonna get her this way and that way. And I'm like, bro, you don't understand. Like a lot of women when they're young, that's the time usually when they want to go out here and do what they do. You understand? They trying to go out here and
they're doing most of their fucking in their 20s, bro.
Exactly. So it's like you know what I mean? But so a KML said, can a woman lose sexual attraction for a guy very quickly? Of course.
Yeah, they do it all the time. When you see, again, a lot of women, when you see you and say, you know what, I can sleep with that guy. But as soon as you open your mouth, as soon as you put a text message, you guys understand that you guys are the reason why they lose sexual attraction, because you are not sexually attractive, because you don't understand. You think that it's just porn. You don't understand the dynamics of a woman, but you don't even understand the dynamics of yourself, and that's why they lose their kind of attraction. The none of y'all.
Well, Steve, they think a woman desiring a man sexually is strictly based on looks. Okay. Now, here's the thing, though, because I want guys to understand: can a woman be seduced by your looks, where she want to fuck you on the strength of your looks? Yes, but the reality of it is most men don't even got it like that. So why even talk about that shit? But also, most women, if you talk to most women, like I'll give you a real quick example. If a woman had 50 lovers in her life, and you asked her, out of all them dudes you fucked, how many of them did you want to fuck just because of how they look? It'd probably be, they can count on one hand. Because the rest of those other guys actually had to have a conversation first. You know what I'm saying? This is why when guys say, oh, your looks get you in the door, no, the fuck it don't. Because women run into men that they think are handsome or fine or whatever all the time, and they're like, oh, he looks good, he's tall, but he's not really my type. And then they move on from that guy. So just looking good is not. Now, for men, we can, outliers aside and exceptions aside, we can see a woman, if we find her visually appealing, we want to smash on the strength of that. With women, it's not so simple. Because, and again, in the description, women are more erotic. They want to feel something. In order for a woman to typically sexually desire to want to be with a man, she has to first be sexually desired by that man. Okay, it doesn't mean that you got to use the word sex or fuck. Now, personally, I don't mind using the word sex. I like telling a woman that she's sexy if she is sexy. But just because you say certain things to a woman doesn't automatically mean that she's going to be like, oh, you said this to me, I'm feeling it. It don't work that way. I think EO said it before. Your physical presence, how you look, it plays a part. It's not all of it. But it plays a part, because a woman, at least, look, you can't be ugly to a bitch. You know what I'm saying? It's not to say that ugly dudes don't get pussy, but for a lot of them, you just can't. A woman has to be able to look at you naked and like what she sees oftentimes, and you don't have to have a six pack for that to be the case. I know 50 was talking about, he's husky and proud and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It could be that. You can be a
broad shoulders, real burly and shit. You know what I mean? I put this burliness on them bitches. That's what I'm talking about, man.
And it's funny. I think what guys got to understand, see, dudes never really understand it from the other aspect of the perspective of women, is that it's easy for women not only to get dick, but to get good looking dick. You understand? So what happens is that, let's say a woman is on Tinder or on these dating sites, and she got 15 guys, all of them are good looking to her, and they all want to give her dick. Now she's like, I can't fuck all 15 of them right now. I got to choose one. So what makes her choose one guy over the other? You understand what I'm saying? And that's the guy she's actually feeling. And so what happens is that what differentiates that guy is his level of game. You see what I'm saying? And so this is what guys got to understand. And as far as a woman being turned off quickly, is that a woman can be turned off quickly, because what happens is that the woman wants to feel something. So even if a woman is looking at you, she's like, damn, this motherfucker fine as shit, right? And sometimes that might be enough. But sometimes she'd be like, damn, this motherfucker's fine as shit. And then he says something or do something, and she's like, oh, damn, I was going to give him some pussy. You understand what I'm saying?
Now she's not.
This happened. Now, think about it this way, guys, so you guys understand. Imagine you saw the finest chick you ever seen in your goddamn life, right? And she's looking at you. She's giving you the choosing signal. She's checking you out. You're like, I'm about to go over here and holler at this chick. You go over there. You're like, yo, what's up? How you doing? Whatever. And she's like licking her lips, looking like, and you're like, yo, let's come back to the crib and let's get it popping. And then you say, cool. You drive to the crib, you get to the crib, and she's like, I got a confession to make. I was actually born a man. You feel what I'm saying? Now, your sexual attraction is going to die down quickly, correct? Just off of that one statement, you're like, damn, it's a wrap. That's the same way women are when they're dealing with y'all. You understand? You might say something to do something where she's like, it's just a fucking wrap. I'm done. You see what I'm saying?
You know what else too? Lifestyle choices have a lot to do with how women make decisions of who they're gonna fuck with. For example, if she likes to smoke weed, she might pick the dude that smokes with her over the guy that don't smoke. She might, depending on where her emotions are at and how much she's addicted to marijuana right now. She might say, fuck that dude. He don't even smoke. I am attracted to him, but I want to smoke more than I want to be with him right now. So she'll go to the guy who has weed that they smoke, and then they drink a little something and fuck, versus the guy that she's got to be on best behavior and be kind of sober for him. Because like a guy that doesn't smoke, he may not want to smell her marijuana breath. So she's like, damn, do I really want to like be sober today and not smoke and if fucking, be with him, or do I want to be where it's comfortable? So you got to know that women, a lot of the time they make their choices on men have to do with their comfort level and their lifestyle choices.
That's actually fact. I'm glad you brought that up, EO, because when I was younger, a lot of times when we would meet chicks at clubs, my thing is I'm just trying to fuck. A lot of my niggas, they'd be like, hey man, we got some weed at the crib, we got some alcohol. I'm like, why the fuck you telling her that shit? Why the fuck you using that to get her back to the crib? Like, no, we fuck all that other shit.
We got alcohol and shit.
But you do have women, at EO's point, where they will come back to your crib just so the party won't end. Because you're at a club, 2 o'clock, well, at least here in San Antonio, they stop serving alcohol at 1. The club closes at 2. You have women that are luscious or alcoholic bitches that still want to keep drinking, or they want to keep smoking, doing whatever they're doing, and you present that to them. So they want the party to continue. A lot of guys think.
Yep. Go ahead. I'm gonna say something to you. You're gonna like this. Go ahead.
No, but I think that's lame to get a woman back to your crib under those pretenses. EO, you got it though.
Yeah, and remember, and this is true too. You better understand this. We talk about men being disciplined and having structure. You better understand that women don't got that. So the more discipline and structure you have, the quantity is going to go down, but quality is going to go up. So you better know this. Like the more sloppy and all over the place and you go with the flow, the more bitches it seems you have, but they're not going to stick with it. It seems like you got more bitches, but the quality is lower. Okay. So just remember, the more disciplined, structured, and the more you're on your program, you don't derail from it, the fewer bitches you'll have, but the higher quality experiences you'll have with them.
That's no shit.
To your point, me personally, I don't like women who drink. I drink, but I don't want my women to drink. I don't like them to drink.
I'm with you. I'm cool with the drinking, no smoking for me at all.
I don't mind a chick that like to have a couple of mimosas here and there, but chicks who like on that heavy drinking and they be taking shots of shit, I don't want them bitches.
I like that.
And drug addict bitches, I don't want them either. I don't want nothing to do with none of them motherfuckers.
Right. Yeah, popping pills and shit.
We're gonna go to 617 real quick on phone lines. 617. What's going on? Who's this? 617.
What's going on, man?
What up?
Yeah, what's going on, man? It's Tom. Peace to the panel. Just had a question. So I feel like the last couple of months when I talk to females, I feel like I may be mumbling, or maybe I'm not saying my words clear, and maybe that's coming out of, I don't know if it's out of fear or whatever. But I just wanted to know what's the best way of trying to fix that.
Get on. We just showed you go to Real Game No Theory. The problem that you guys have is that when a loser, when he thinks winning thoughts, is only going to have a loser reaction. You're only doing what you're seeping to your level. The only way that you're going to get over what you're feeling, or you're how you are feeling, because men don't feel like you're saying, but the only way to get over that is to find a coach that one of these guys can help you. You can't do it yourself. And that's the problem with a lot of you guys. You think you can do it on your own, and you can't, because you don't have enough game to even get over a simple hurdle as in talking to somebody that's not even important. Hey, it's a woman. It's like you have a better chance of talking to a goddamn ant. I mean, golly, what's so special about these women where you got fear, brother? What's so special about him?
I don't understand why y'all scared, man. Like
Scared of him, man.
like
Shit.
y'all be scared, bro. And the reason why you're scared is because you think the woman is more valuable than you.
Yeah.
And you feel like what you offer to a woman isn't enough to get her. Okay, because and a lot of guys think this way. Call it you're not alone. The average man or male, however you want to, call it, a lot of dudes, they feel like women are too good for them, which is why you have guys that do dumb shit based on how a woman look. Like anytime a dude say she's a quality woman, and I ask the dude, so what do you mean by quality? And the first thing he said, well, she looked good. I already know he lost.
Right.
I already know he lost.
Yes.
You don't get it.
So, caller, why are you? What are you scared of? What's the fear?
It's just, I think it's more of the not to sound goofy. But I don't want to sound. I don't want to. I don't want to.
Did you say you're afraid? You're fearful?
Oh, this is the same guy that was talking about he goofy and he didn't want to sound goofy. Is that you still on that?
Yeah, like I don't want to sound goofy or sound.
Okay, wait, hold on. Let me ask you this. I'm gonna ask you a very important question.
I don't know if I'm mumbling.
Hold on.
Just my confidence.
I got actually a very important question. Okay, how many girls have you approached and talked to this week?
0.
Sunday, probably 3.
Probably 3. So that hold on. I got
probably slept with. Yeah, I slept with.
Let me see. My fucking sound effects is delayed, but
okay. All right. I got you, Lucario.
Why the fuck you lying? Why you always lying? Oh my God. Stop fucking lying.
I think it's 0, actually.
0.
You know what I'm saying? And see that's actually the issue. Just like the other caller that was talking about rejection. I asked them how many girls. He was nothing, because y'all guys are thinking about what could happen, but you're not actually living in real life, in reality, and doing things and taking action to see what's going to happen. So you're theorizing what you think might happen when you go out there, but you're not actually going out there. You see what I'm saying?
And you do know women. There's a lot of women in this world that love goofy motherfuckers, right?
Right.
So you do know that, right? So what you're imagining is that you're imagining women want one type of man, and you're trying to be in an image of that.
Right.
When you should be focused on building yourself as the strongest man you can be to remain goofy as fuck and get the women who enjoy goofy.
All right. So I should just go out there and not give a fuck about what I say. And
No, you do need. Hold on. Look, it's not. You can't just say. I know EO, you was about to go there with it. You just can't be like, I'm gonna say whatever and don't give. No.
Right.
Because you have to understand who you are.
Mm-hmm.
First and foremost, you have to understand who you are. And here's the problem, caller. There's a lot of dudes that really don't like women. They just want to deal with women so they can bust a nut. If you have that attitude, well, I don't like bitches. I just want to deal with bitches because they serve a purpose. I can bust a nut. Your energy already is going to be fucked up because you genuinely don't enjoy dealing with women. You know what I'm saying? So you just can't say what you want to say. Like them dudes that have that pump and dump mentality, them dudes is losing all day. They can say what the fuck they want, but they're losing all day because they're dealing with these women and they just saying whatever to a woman. And bro, regardless of what you might think about women, they're people too. You know what I'm saying? So you just can't say whatever, you know what I'm saying, and think shit is going to fly. No, it don't work that way. So when we talk about don't be worried about what women think and just speak your mind, be transparent, it's not just about you saying some goofy shit. It's about you understanding who you are and how women ultimately react to you. Like all of us, we know exactly who we are as men and as people, just general, as individuals, but as men. But we also understand our strengths or weaknesses, and we understand how women generally respond to us. We understand it. You got it, bro.
Here's something too. Is a lot of people say just be yourself. Okay, that's fine and dandy, but do you know who that is?
Self sucks.
Okay, do you know who that is? You know, like you can't say just be yourself when you don't know who that is. Is that self producing the results you want? Because a lot of the time when I hear people say just be yourself, that's a cope, because that just means stay complacent, don't change, don't evolve, don't get better. A lot of the time, sometimes it doesn't, but you know, just be yourself is like, does you being that self, whoever that is, produce the results you actually want in life? So if the answer is no, then don't be that dude. You can't be him. He ain't gonna get none for you. Okay. So that's number one. And number two is, I would say, is if you decide that you don't want to put in additional work in the game and you just want to dance the tango, then don't worry about what salsa dancers are doing. Okay. Yeah. So if you're dancing the tango and that's the only dance you want to be bothered with in your life, you love the tango and you don't care about any other dance, then you find a tango dance partner and the two of you dance your ass off doing tango, but don't dare look over there in the salsa club and care what they're doing. That's a different game.
Well, that like you're saying, this is the biggest problem they're having. They like he said, so I just don't have fear, or today is the day I'm gonna get rid of confidence. Today is the day I'm gonna talk to the woman. These are the lies that they live. It's the greatest mistake that a lot of these guys are saying. It's the same thing that they're gonna do on December 31st at 11:59 and 59 seconds, is lie to themselves about all these changes they're gonna make. You're not going to make the change. That's the lie. If you're saying, oh, well, all I got to do is just get over fear, all I got to do is just talk to the woman, you're not going to do it because you don't have a structure in your mind to how you're going to meet up to the thing that you're saying. And that's, again, I'm sorry, gentlemen, that's why you need to get on one of these men right here where they can show you how to win. You can't win on your own, because aren't you guys sick and tired of just saying the same things over? I'm going to get fear. Today's going to be the day I talk to her. Today's the day I'm going to do this. And you just don't do it, man, because you're lying to yourselves, guys.
And this is the thing. You guys actually have to do it, because this is the thing. A lot of you callers call in, just like the caller right now and the caller before. You're saying all these things that you think are going to happen, but you don't know what's actually going to happen because you're not in the situation. And in order for us to help you more effectively, you would need to like when you call the caller, when you call us back, you need to say, yo, listen, for the past week or two, I went out, I talked to like 50 or 60 women. This is the results. This is what happened with these women, yada, yada, yada. So that not only can we see what's happening with you, you can also see what's happening with you. You see what I'm saying? But you can't even tell what's going to happen with you because you're not in the situation, so you don't know. See, and the thing is this: a lot of y'all think y'all know, but y'all don't know. So a lot of times, callers, what they do is that they come with their own theories and they think they know what they're talking about, but they don't know what they're talking about. So, for example, if I've never been to Spain, and somebody said, Locario, do you know about that restaurant in Spain, in this city? I'm going to say, I don't know. And you know why? Because I have never been in that situation to know about that restaurant in Spain. So you don't know yourself in the situation of approaching and talking to women for you to come to the conclusion that you being goofy is going to be an issue. You see what I'm saying? You have to get into the situation so that you will know for a fact by actually putting yourself out there to see what's going to happen when you're out there. But you don't know because you're not in the situation to know. Do you understand that, caller?
I'm glad you said that, Al. I'm glad you said that, because there's a lot of goofy ass YouTubers. Hold on, there's a lot of, I'm just saying, a lot of goofy ass YouTubers, and there's a lot of guys. They give commentary based on something they've never experienced.
Exactly.
Well, if this, you shouldn't do this.
Hey, Kay, they're teaching. Kay, they're teaching through what another dude said.
Right. There you go.
I actually lived that in New York City, Chicago, LA, Fiji, wherever the fuck I went, at a moment in time back in 2012, and I'm teaching about it. Now this motherfucker's teaching about what I did.
Exactly. so imagine that, EO, a motherfucker doing a YouTube video based on your lifestyle.
Right.
And they're like, what the fuck are you even talking about? Come on, man.
Right. So caller, that's your homework. You got to go out there and approach and talk to as many women as you can within the next week, and then hit us back and tell us your results, brother. Like, until you do that, there's nothing we can really help you with at this point. You know what I'm saying?
Real life shit.
What do you think, like 20? You think it's 2030?
As many as you can, 20, 30, 40, 100. I don't care. You got to talk to as many women as possible because you need to get yourself in the situation to see how you feel in the situation, to see what's going to occur, to see, you understand all of these. Because this is the thing, I'm going to tell you guys something. There's only so much that a coach can teach you because there's things you can only learn on your own by being in the situation. And then you bring that back to us to help you up the level. Do you see what I'm saying? So you still got to play your part. You see what I'm saying? You still got to play your part, brother. All right, caller. We appreciate the call, man. So we got one more call if y'all want to do that and we could head up out of here.
Last call.
So 630. What's popping? Who this?
What's going on, panel? I think y'all just touched on this a little bit with the last caller, but I'm gonna ask it anyway. So what's the importance of knowing yourself, and how can I get to know myself better?
Real quick. The only way you're gonna learn yourself is to humble and realize you know nothing about yourself. And the only way I can learn about myself is through finding somebody that can guide me on the pathway of finding myself. Y'all, I'm telling you, it's easy to do, but for a guy that hasn't done it before, you don't know you yet because you've never gone deep enough. You're just surface level. So many of you guys are just on YouTube. Some of you guys are just writing notes. Some of you guys, like and the guy saying, living the lives through somebody else's life versus your life. So again, I'm sounding like a parrot, but until you get a coach, until you invest in yourself, you are always going to continue to do the same things you're doing right now, sir.
And shout out to Matthew J for the $4.99 super chat. Said, thank you for all your work and advice.
Thank you, Matthew. Thank
you, Matthew.
All right. So, caller, you get that?
Well,
you know, I'll throw one thing in real quick because I know I did a lot of talking today. And so one quick thing. I say this all the time. You can't know what you want until you experience something that doesn't resonate with you. It's hard for you to know what you want until you've experienced what you don't want. So you got to go to a chick that you thought you wanted to find out you don't like her, not because she's bad, because she just don't do it for you. And then you know what to do the next time around, but you won't know that until you actually experience things. And you're going to also, before we put it on women, you also have to experience the self within you that you don't want in order to become the man you truly want to be. There's times I look back on my life and I'm like, damn, I'm glad I'm not him anymore. But if it wasn't for him, I wouldn't be me now. So I had to be him. Yes.
But EO, that self-introspection, self-reflection, self-accountability, and responsibility for who you are as a man.
So,
a lot of these guys will never ever think that deep about it. I know a lot of guys will never look at the man in the mirror and say, your life sucked because of you.
Right.
They'll blame feminism, the Me Too movement. The modern day woman ain't this. And it's like, first of all, and what bothers me when guys say that shit, because I'm looking at all these wolves on the panel and I'm like, none of my dudes having trouble with chicks.
Right. Exactly.
Ain't nobody having these issues that these motherfuckers are talking about. So if I personally know motherfuckers that aren't having issues, but all these other dudes are complaining about these issues, I'm like,
it ain't the women.
It ain't the women. It ain't the women. There you go.
There is the women.
All right, caller, you got that? So if you need any more help, hit us up. Real Game No Theory. All right.
All right.
All right. Appreciate it. Man, y'all motherfuckers keep calling in. God damn it, man. All right, listen. Do y'all want to take another call? We can end it.
Last one. All right, one more. Last one. This is it.
213 and then we out of here. Y'all been someone keep on here forever. Go ahead. 213.
Hey guys, how big is your dick?
Oh, this nigga.
Oh my god.
I knew he had to fucking come through.
Come in.
Oh my goodness.
The last call was that bullshit.
You a bitch, nigga. You call me, nigga.
Yeah, let me just say this to the panel, because I know between all of our channels we got a lot of viewers. I just want to say this to you, man. I want men to win, but gentlemen, if you're gonna win, you have to look at yourself and take responsibility for all your flaws. Okay. Now, I'm a big proponent of men taking their weaknesses and turning them into strengths, right? But there's going to be certain things that you might consider a weakness that will stay a weakness, but you can make your strength so strong that that weakness is not there as far as people looking at it. You know what I'm saying? Because I hear a lot of guys talk about height and all this other shit, and there are dudes who are 6'6" that get played like bitches all day, and there are dudes who are 5'6" who are wrapping laps around all them tall niggas all day. So why is it that this dude is having it his way? Because he's a man first above anything else. He's a man first. So I just want guys to understand, when you out here and you're consuming all this goofy ass YouTube content, understand when you're getting the truth about how you need to move as a man first. Right. Because being a man has nothing to do with pussy, has nothing to do with women. But if you want women to respect you, if you want to command respect, you have to be a man first. And then getting women to comply with you, to be submissive, is a byproduct of the work you put in to be a man first. But y'all got it.
All right. Well, wait, did E freeze? Oh, okay. Everybody.
No, I've done a lot of talking, man. I was just gonna stay quiet, and let everybody else talk.
50.
No, I'm good, man. Hey, I'm enjoy y'all weeks, man. It's like I said, it's always been an honor to be on here with you, brothers.
I didn't know we were closing. I didn't know we were closing. My bad. Yeah, my bad. Real quick, I will say something. Don't be afraid to be smart. Like, dudes want to be dumb, I think. Like they refuse to be smart. Like I just see this. Like it's okay to be smart, guys. Be wise, be smart, get intelligent, be a great communicator, learn new words, learn how to use those new words. Like communication, you're gonna need it in life, not just with women, that's last, but you're gonna need it to conduct yourself. You're gonna need it in business. You're gonna need it when you're with your doctor. You're gonna need you can't just go, I got a boo-boo on my knee. You gotta give them, you have to talk. You have to be a good communicator. So this one thing I see with guys, it's like, you guys don't want to be smart, man. And you refuse, to acknowledge the truth. Like we always say, look, my game is not easy. This is why a lot of guys probably even stay away from me. Because if you come over to my side and these guys too, but my game is not easy. It's very challenging, the game that I spit. And this is why I'm disliked in the community. This is why I'm liked in the community. I receive both things because I know that the game that I teach, if you can do it in your own way, you're going to be a master at life. I'm going to tell you that right now. You're going to be a master at life. I don't call it champion game for nothing. I truly do believe that it's champion level, and it's not for everyone. You're going to hear me and you're going to run. There's going to be some people that hear me and they run toward the message, not me, but the message, the information. So I'm Coach EO. You can reach me. Just type that in, Coach EO. You'll see my big ass head. And number 2, season 3 of Killing the Simp is kicked off on Wednesday. Very successful series. So you're going to want to be there. And I'll also keep in mind, me and Steve go Monday nights.
That's what's up. And yeah, man, guys, I appreciate everybody tuning in. Appreciate everybody in the chat. Appreciate all the moderators. And yeah, man, I just want to say what I notice a lot of guys is you're letting your fear stop you. You understand? From actually progressing. So I'm hearing a lot of guys say, well, I don't know about this and I'm scared of that and I'm scared of this. And your fear is actually stopping you from taking action. And then therefore you don't even know what you're capable of because you're not taking action because of the fear. So you got to get that fear out the way or I say this, fuck getting the fear out the way, feel the fear and still fucking do it. You understand what I'm saying? And then you'll start to see the fear dissipate. You feel what I mean?
And L, that's some real shit because having fear is not necessarily a bad thing, but it's what are you going to do to overcome it?
Exactly.
Okay. And that's, as men, that's what we do. We take action. We say, you know what? There's this hurdle in my way. I'm either going to go under it, over it, through it, or around it. But I'm going to figure out a way to get to the next level of where I want to be in my life. And I think a lot of guys, they allow women to become a distraction to their overall goal. You know what I'm saying? Because they're not disciplined men. And I would just say this with all you guys. What type of life do you want to have? Because a lot of you motherfuckers are good with just surviving. I'm trying to live. I'm trying to experience shit. You guys are content with just surviving out here. And I'm like, I just want y'all to know, for all you gamers, this is not a video game, motherfucker. You get one. There's a lot of dudes dying in their 40s and 50s. I don't know if y'all noticed, there's a lot of dudes dying younger and younger. You know what I'm saying? So there's something going on with that. So I would tell all you guys, make your mark. Make sure you live the best life you possibly can live now. Because a lot of you guys in your 20s and 30s, you think you got forever. Motherfucker, you might have 5 years or 10 years, and it's over for you. Yeah. And you never get a chance to do what you want to do. So just all these men, and I call them men, I respect these gentlemen, and I'm telling you, all these gentlemen have something to offer all you guys watching right now.
Yeah.
So just go ahead and fuck with the motherfuckers you want to fuck with, and get this game and get this life lesson that you need in your life to propel you to the next level.
Yeah, I just want to say that the problem is for a lot of you guys out there is that y'all are taking the wrong action. Y'all are doing reaction. Y'all are not really taking the right actions because your mind has you thinking that reacting is actually an action, and that's the wrong way to think. And that's why, in order for you to break that thinking, you've got to get with one of these men that can help you. It's not gonna magically change for you. I'm telling you right now, and it's not gonna magically change by finding a new YouTuber, coming up with a new theory or a new word or a new phrase or something like that, or trashing women and all the other stuff. That's not going to help you, man. All it's going to do is going to put you in a worse position that you're in right now. I want to shout out to everybody, Unique, April, and April. You know, they are holding it down, all this other stuff, and the men on this panel, because what they're doing is they're taking time out of their busy fucking schedule to try to get you to see that you need more help than you actually think. So until you make that move, you're just going to continue to be the same person.
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
Right?
you guys got to understand, the viewers have to understand the amount of game that was spit in this episode took many years and many years. And I'll be honest with you, I'm not happy with the contributions I got today from the super chat. I'm not. So I'll be the first one to tell you I'm not. For the amount of game I spit today and the way what we spit, nah, fuck that. So I'm going to tell you it's not enough money. So if you want this show to continue, you know, you're going to have to support it, because the amount of game that we're giving you is going to save you so much time, pain, and money. So just know that right now, I don't do this shit for free.
There you go. And let me just say this. Let me just say this on the real. Between us five here and Miles, it's literally over 100 years of experience. Easily over 100 years of experience. At least 20, 30 plus years.
And sometimes, man, like a lot of these men don't understand the amount of work you need to put in to be at this level. Where we're trying to give it to you within a couple of hours of each Sunday, but it's so much. It's beyond that. Like, this me sitting here, I got a notepad with the shit I got to do in my life. You know what I mean? About what I got to organize for my life and how I'm gonna fit things in, and then still maintain what I got going on here, man. You know what I mean? I don't think people really understand that, man. I don't put out a lot of shows because I rarely see my own dining room. You know what I mean? Just is life. You know what I mean?
Well, 50. The reality of it is, a lot of guys don't really appreciate. My bad. Not experience, but don't really appreciate the level of game that was dropped here. They don't, because this is grown man shit. This ain't no little boy shit. I know a lot of you dudes, y'all listen to these goofy ass dudes who are in their 20s, and it's not to say they don't have information that matters to their age group, but come on, man, these little motherfuckers in their 20s don't know shit.
No, hey, and check this out real quick. Bernie EL just dropped 50, but check this out. If I didn't say what I just said, which is what I fucking meant, I meant that shit. I'm all about money. I'm gonna teach. Don't get me wrong. I'm gonna teach my fucking ass off. But if I don't get money and get paid for this shit, you won't see me. This is the way it is. And if I didn't say that shit, he probably wouldn't have dropped that. Not right now. So if you don't say what you want in this life and go out and require the value that you put out, you'll never get it, man. Just thank you, man.
Let me just add this real quick. Here we are on a Sunday. I'm a football fan. I'm missing football for y'all motherfuckers.
Right.
Okay. I'm a huge football fan. Now I'm up here watching the raggedy ass Cowboys beat up on the Redskins.
Raggedy. I wanted to say it too. Raggedy.
Okay, I'm watching this shit.
Hey, it's on the phone though. I
got a double screen and shit.
85-inch TV. It's on my 85-inch TV.
But let me just say this. I want you guys to understand. We do this now. Don't get us wrong. You know, it's a business, but at the same time, we love men. You know what I'm saying? Pause. Okay, we okay, Paul. Okay, no, okay. So let me.
I don't love him, man. I'm gonna be honest. I don't love him.
No, okay.
I don't. I'm gonna help. I'm gonna help him, but I don't love him.
hold on. Let me rephrase that.
Because that was a real
A Freudian slip. Okay, hold on.
I don't know if Steve gonna clip that shit.
No,
Hey, look. See, you open your mouth, and then here comes the value. Look, the shit, the spitting out them 50s, boy. Let's go.
Okay, all right. So hold on. So let me just repackage it in a different way. I'm
my nigga EO, bro.
EO fucking with a nigga. But anyway, so my point is, we want men to win. We want men to win.
Tell us your point, dog.
But in order for you to win, you have to be a man about how you move, though. You know what I'm saying? So this nigga. Look. And it's funny because the last show, EO was talking about how we all did sim shit. I did some goofy shit too. Now I have selective memory though. I don't really remember the shit that I did. You know what I'm saying? So I just know I did some shit, but I don't recall it. I stop playing.
Yeah, I definitely did this couple times.
Yeah. You know, once you learn from it, you do forget about it though. You'd be told is you do. You can't remember that shit because you're too used to winning from that point. See, if you win from that point, you can't remember that shit.
Yeah.
He can't remember this because the police is rolling up on his ass.
Look. Here's the deal, and I'm gonna leave y'all with this. As a man, you want to have more victory than losses. Period. You know what I'm saying? That's what you strive for, is to have more favorable. It's not just about women. It's about life. It's about having more favorable results than unfavorable results. Period. Motherfuckers.
Yeah. You know what? I'm glad we that you guys make sure you do contribute, man, because you know, I'm letting you know up front, I won't continue to do anything if I'm not getting paid. I can't do it and I won't do it. I don't love y'all like that, and I don't even like teaching you like that. To be honest with you, I will only teach you if you patronize the game. I'm just letting you know up front. I'm not doing shit for free. So, and I say it because I mean it. See, this is what it means to be authentic.
Yeah.
You gotta be authentic. I ain't doing this shit.
You gotta be
I
authentic.
won't be on any show, and I won't even do my own show. Fuck, I will go on a hiatus for fucking 1 year if I don't get my fucking money for the shit that I've.
EO, some real shit. See, it's funny because we told guys to be authentic with these women, but as men, we authentic with y'all too. We're gonna let y'all know what it is
all day, every day.
Yeah, and now YouTube demonetized me, but I ain't seen no Cash Apps and no PayPals. Stingy motherfuckers.
Well, they demonetized you, bro.
Bro, again, for this is the second time in 6 months they demonetized me, bro.
You think you wonder why?
No, that's not why, man. Don't play with me like that, Steve.
That's fucked up.
Yeah. God damn, dog.
Oh,
All right, guys, we're gonna wrap this shit up, man. This is Football Sunday. It's Man Sunday. It's Man Day every day. So get with these guys. We'll be back next Sunday, man. But listen, go to Real Game No Theory, find your coach, get with them, and keep things rolling. Guys, anything else y'all want to say, gentlemen?
No, I just want to say real quick, all the motherfuckers that be sending me Instagram and Facebook and email suggestions about videos, nigga, I need to see some money come with that.
Go ahead, bro. Don't do that shit. Don't give them shit. Don't give them nothing, bro. Hey, real talk. Everyone on this panel are giving them enough for free. Real talk. For real.
Yeah.
From now on, you paying for it, or you ain't gonna see nobody's faces up in here.
Yeah.
I'm being honest.
Yeah. So number one, we're about to change the game on how much you pay for books. No more than that.
That's right.
Real quick. Shout out to the homie BS for the $20 motherfucking super chat.
There you go.
Yeah, there we go. Salute to you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. All right, man. We out this joint. We'll see y'all guys later, man. Peace.
Peace.
Yeah.